Okay.
Question for this week. It's an oldie, but a goodie. Feel like I need to ask it with every campaign. What is your greatest fear? Could be literal, could be existential.
I hope nobody has the fear of tight spaces down here.
Really? No one?
Yep. No one.
Sobriety. That's the most greatest fear. No. I guess I'll go with that this expedition fails and the drow continue to rule this area.
For Fergus, it's probably going to be either chained up and or imprisoned.
So the opposite of Nasserina, then.
No, she just likes to change. She doesn't actually want to be imprisoned. I imagine, at least.
Don't begin scratching the surface of her kinks.
There was only one man that could surpass that, and he died a long time ago.
Right. Nolgrims will probably be the dwarven race falling into obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
I think for Thrum to be failing at this new calling to find Dammerhall.
All of that kind of makes me just want to be like arachnophobia.
Well, you're in for a treat down here, I'm sure.
We already fought giant spiders.
Mm-hmm.
No, but,
and there's a whole region of them, too.
Probably that Fergus isn't fit to hold the throne.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's fair.
And if Fergus cannot, then that leads to bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Arguments.
Bureaucracy.
All right. I would also like to say, now that we're a session removed, that I found it especially alarming that you guys left a town and you didn't try to buy a single cask of beer for the road.
Again, Fergus doesn't care for beer.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
But I mean, under gnome beer is, technically beer.
Hey,
Now for this dwarven ale, yeah.
You've been sober for a month.
makes the steely resolve not to drink that wine the other night even stronger.
Waiting for something to celebrate, okay?
Gombo, I also did note that when I was listening through the other night, and I was like, geez, how are we not drinking beer?
All right. So, I'll move you to the map. Put on the music.
The map just has to load a little bit for me.
Yep. All right. So where we left off, you had just spent the evening with Lord Junius Remembers What Other Forgot and his gnomish expedition here in the Fungal Jungle. With plenty of guards and other gnomes, you don't have any really problems through the night. And as everyone is packing up to get ready to go, you guys and them, you're going to be set to part your ways because he's going a different direction than you are.
Before they head out, Thrum is going to ask Lord Junius, if there are any mushroom varieties around that he could point to quickly that they know are edible to help us in foraging as we keep on moving. And then also if there are any mushroom varieties around that he is aware of that they use in brewing the mushroom brew, the dark brew.
Yeah, he is able. I did a behind the screen roll here. He is able to point you at a variety of mushroom that he recognizes as being safe to eat and edible. He isn't sure what is used in the local mushroom brew, the black beer, as they call it. But you can find some edible mushrooms as you go. It will not be. You can't pick it on the move because you'll need to actually forage for it. I mean, it's like trying to find a fistful of needles in an actual haystack here. But if you took a few days of downtime to forage for it, you could probably stock up some rations.
So what about with the ranger ability that says that he can forage while traveling? Can he use that to get like
Does
one
it say
person's?
how many people you can forage with it?
No, but I was going to say whatever
Then
you
it
think
would
is.
probably just be enough for yourself.
Yeah, that just enough
Or
for one
maybe for
person
the-
that's decent.
That or maybe for the yak too. Or like maybe just for the yak if we need to
I would
eat our own
say,
rations.
because I know the foliage of the fungal jungle, it would be just enough for Fergus.
Or Nolgrim or
Or sorry,
Uh,
not for
not,
one person.
Thrum. Yeah.
One person. Sorry, I got a name. Ink there.
Okay.
Nolgrim would ask, looking at the map, there was one area marked entrance that was not the one we came in, nor the one going to the Volthus.
Mhm.
Does he know where that leads to?
Hold on 1 second.
I thought we had asked and he had said it led to the other dwarven city that when we had first arrived down.
The other entrance led to the one just directly north of you now, if I remember
Yeah.
looking at the map. Yeah, that
Yeah.
leads back around to the Lake of Diamonds, according to me.
Lake of
Also-
Diamonds, okay.
Also, I'm reading at this code. It doesn't say you can forage as you go. It just says you remain alert to danger. Even when you're engaged in other activities while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah, you can't forage as you go.
Well, it says foraging while traveling. Is there a rule on that?
Well, it says
engaged
foraging,
in another
navigating.
activity while traveling.
You're
Yeah,
kind of
that's saying you remain
foraging.
alert.
Yeah, because you're not going on fixed roads here. You're having to navigate and weave through the jungle. If
Okay,
this was
so-
a fixed road.
So we'd say while traveling, he's navigating, but he
Yeah.
can still remain alert.
Exactly.
But he can't navigate, travel, and forage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah, he says that northernmost one. Because if you guys look, I put Loki's map in your handout.
I know one of the talks, like I imagine Taskill would have brought it up in character about us going to scout out Vothus. One thing Fergus would be worried about is if we go there, we have no real escape route. Do you think it might beg some detour on our way to speak with those fungus people and see if we might be able to set up some kind of like peaceful talks with them? So if we have to retreat, we might be able to go there.
Peaceful talks with the drow?
No.
the fungus.
Oh,
There's
gotcha.
there's like mushroom people or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were.
right,
they're
them.
they're called the Zan.
Yeah.
If I didn't type it out, it's spelled like this.
Yeah. But
Well,
they
if we
mentioned it
stick-
last time.
Well, if we stick to the walls, they're on the way, it would seem.
Yeah. I just figured it might at least check in and see if we might be able to make some friendly relations with them. And if need be, at least there's something on a way to retreat to.
You gonna be able to talk to them, Fergus? Because I
Well,
don't
it's-
speak fungus, man.
From what I heard, they understand what we say and they communicate to us through spores.
Mhm.
So I don't think the communication part's going to be the issue. It's finding common ground with a mentality that's apparently so alien to our own. Is I think what I gathered from talking to that guy before.
Yeah, I mean, you're mammalian. They're plants, I guess. Technically,
We're animal, they're fungus.
they're fungus.
It's like
fungus.
flora trying to speak to fauna.
Yeah, basically. That's easier.
If you want to talk about alien, let me tell you about my other character I ran in Gombo City.
Listen. When I was setting up this campaign, I did a way deep dive on if fungus have genders, and the trees do.
Yeah.
So I learned some stuff. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if we're going around the wall, that'll just be a detour anyway. So
That's why Safe Search is on for his searching.
No, it's just science is complicated, is what I'm saying.
So
All
I
right.
think we're off.
Yeah. Which way are you heading?
Are we still gonna follow the wall, guys?
And we know that curves around. That might be worth verifying just to see how much we can trust this guy's map. I mean, he hasn't seemed untrustworthy, but
And I did my best to copy it.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go that way, eventually we'll come to another bend around, and instead of going that bend, we can always just go straight, and it'll lead us to that other entrance. If I'm reading the map correctly, it kind of goes in like a U shape, and then at the top of the U, we can just go straight to the next part if we don't want to go all the way around.
What do we know about the Lake of Diamonds?
Wait, no, I'm reading it wrong.
don't think we've heard much about it.
I know Ivy said something. Turns to Ivy. That's your cue, Gombo.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
God, I give you a moment to think about words.
I'm not sure if you understood what I was going with.
Yeah, no, I knew what you were going for. Maybe says stories mainly. Big, large, flooded cavern, crystal clear water, lots of crystalline structures, rather large predators, but other than that, that's all I heard about. Yeah, blind salamanders.
I don't like the idea of extra large predators, especially since we've confirmed that there actually is a giant down here.
So then we won't dally to the lake. I assume it's not in the jungle as well.
No, it's in an outside cavern. As far as I know, it doesn't connect up to where the Drier are.
Then it's a way back to Fasterville, but not a way to investigate our Nemesis's fortress.
Although there is a good portion of this map that has not been charted beyond the Skizral. There might be another path out there.
Yeah, we'll just have to contend with the Skizral itself, and we also have the lead that there might be something in the center of that lake. So if all else fails, we can try to figure that out as well. Whether it pertains to Arbison or not, I don't know. But at this point, everything's a lead. Although it seems our first journey is going to be to vote this to scout ahead and see what the thing looks like.
To beat the shit out of some drow. I mean, yeah, the thing you said.
All right, so you're all heading off. Are you heading directly north, or are you heading this direction, following the wall?
Though we have a map, it may not hurt just to ensure that accuracy for this first bend.
I mean, if we get to the entrance, realistically, according to the map, it should help us to make sure that we can verify. He seemed trustworthy, but how trustworthy is anybody?
Right now, it just sounds like we're going against the wall. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. And I'm going to be a nice GM, and you'll see this in a second.
Another one that just had like a tiny little wedge.
Yeah, it's just like the tiniest little freaking corner. I'm not going to have that be an entirely separate hex. See? It's so stupid. If I was designing the map, I would not have done that. Like, I get partial hexes, but that's just like, no. That's one day, not two. Just one. We can call it scouting, whatever.
And looks like on up is another half hex or something. So Yeah.
Keep on moving. It's very light here. I can see the side of the cavern unless we want to go look for hidey holes.
We already have one relatively close by. I think we can afford not to find another one.
Aye. Let's keep booking it on up until we get tired.
As you guys are walking along the cavern's edge here, you notice that blowing in from towards more the center of the fungal jungle is a large rolling cloud of violet mist of spores. And it looks like it's gonna overtake your position in a moment.
Is it in the air or?
It's in the air. Yeah, it's like a fog bank. It's just purple and slightly glowy.
Can we do some sort of like knowledge nature to try to decipher what that may be?
Sure, you can do a knowledge nature.
Either way, I'm going to take like a scarf or a handkerchief or something. I imagine I have something like that and cover my face, even if it won't do much. Mm-hmm. Like cover my lower face, like I'm a bandit or something.
You can also try to outrun it too. So,
what direction would outrun it? Back where we came from?
It's still going to be within the 12-mile hex, so it's not going to knock you off course.
Yeah, let's try to avoid it.
Aye.
Thrum, you don't know anything about this stuff. Nolgrim, with that knowledge nature, it's a little bit tricky to tell because different kind of mushrooms can do different things. It could be beneficial. There's very, very many mushrooms that have spores with healing properties. There's also some that could be toxic, or some that could be entirely harmless. But with that 21, you do know that Fergus wrapping a scarf around his mouth isn't going to do anything because they'll probably absorb through the pores.
Okay. Well, he'll make that known that look at the dice if we risk venturing through it, but I can assure you that scarf will do jack all.
It still makes me feel better, so I'm aware.
Well, why don't we just double time it and try and get out of the way here?
All right.
I could agree to that.
So, I would say that this would be an athletics test.
By who?
Everyone will roll individually except for the people riding the cart, in which case I will roll for Eski.
Athletics, you said, or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Okay.
I don't think.
I'm gonna ride in the cart. I guarantee it'll be better.
Oh man.
I guaranteed it.
Eski can see for the first time in like 2 months, so she's down. I know that Ivy was in the cart, Thrum was running. I think that just leaves Freya.
Yeah, I moved in and out of the cart a couple of times, but yeah, I don't think I was in it at this point.
You can ride your robot.
I think my robot is definitely in the cart. So.
Yeah, and also probably whatever this would be, if it was hurtful, it would be poison damage, and your robot's a robot. So
I was more joking that she was going to ride it like a man.
Come on, baby, give me a high roll.
So, with a crack of the reins, Eski just freaking takes off like a rocket. Gets a thankfully very clear patch that's wide enough for the cart where it doesn't crash into anything. Nolgrim and Taskill are keeping pace with it, but Thrum and Freya kind of start falling behind. And the cloud eventually washes over you two in the back. Everyone else get cleared of it. So let me roll a thing.
No, I'm good. It's fine. Don't bother.
You both heal 7 damage.
It
It does not hurt you at all.
makes it feel good.
Hey, Thrum, Freya, you two all right?
They were lost. Leave them behind.
Yeah.
Swarm has taken them.
They just come out.
Oh,
we
we're
feel
okay.
awesome, man.
It's real peaceful in there.
but I gotta put some of this equipment in the wagon. Carrying all these weapons is slowing me down when we had to jog there.
Yep, it was the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at his old stumpy dwarf body.
Too much gear.
All right, you guys good to move on?
Aye.
That would seem.
All right. Oh, I should be marking days. 1 second. Should find a better way to do this than tally marks on a page, but that's what I'm doing.
So, first camp.
Well, second day.
Second day, yeah. You've been 2 days this session so far.
No.
Yep.
Thrum would walk over to, what's your name? Nolgrim at some point during camp and say, boy, I've heard you say a lot about settling debts. What's all that talk about?
Tis a tradition of our past, at least. A book of grudges, a tally of all grievances done against our people, or at least among a particular clan. My communion with our ancestors has given me a list of such grievances that must be paid for in full by our enemies.
So you're saying you've got a book that tells you everything we're going to fight and somebody fought it in the past?
Not so much that, more of transgressions done against our people. Doesn't necessarily mean we'll be coming across similar, but any such opportunity, I get an instinct that a debt is owed, at least by their ancestors, and I seek retribution on behalf of ours.
I see. Did your book say anything about a dwarf ever get turned into a stone dwarf?
I haven't studied it too in depth, but I could peruse through it and see if there's anything in there. Why?
Nothing. Just curious.
Bust out insight on that one.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I mean, it's up to cope, but the default DC is 10. So.
Well, you've seen him turn into a rock giant
Mm-hmm.
every time he gets mad so far. So, and he doesn't know how he's doing that at this point. So, I'm just curious if there's anyone in the past too.
Yeah, we're gonna have a talk because you've done that at very inconvenient place.
Well, I thought you were referring to like turn into stone, like petrification.
Well, yeah, his skin turns stony when he goes big.
I know that. I was just interpreting the whole.
Gotcha.
Has any dwarves fallen by turning to stone? I was like, yeah, my dad died from a basilisk or something. But I do not recall any dwarf that fell due to being turned to stone. But I'm sure there's some beasties that I've heard of that have that ability.
I think I've heard of some of those as well. All right. Well, you keep on bringing retribution.
I'll continue to do my best.
All right. Oh, sorry. Was there anything else?
No, I just say he'd go on about his way.
Okay. Be good to move on.
Aye.
All right. Third day. Let me reveal the next hex.
Yep. I was about to say we should be coming up on that entrance.
Yep. By following the cave wall, on this day you do see that there is another cave tunnel way leading deeper into the wall. This one doesn't have the natural kind of staircase you guys had for the other one. It's if I remember the thing correctly, I believe. Let me double check before I tell you this. Yeah. It's just a 40-foot sheer cliff leading up to the tunnel.
Yeah, we won't be taking Eskid with us through that tunnel.
I know. Does it look like it's naturally occurring, like water runoff?
Yeah, it's a naturally occurring sheer cliff. And inspecting it, you guys actually see they're very old, but there is still some metal climbing pinnants hammered into the wall.
Mm.
You were told about this, right?
Yeah.
I remember being told. This is the right thing?
I don't remember that.
You were told about the entrance. I don't remember if anyone ever told you about climbing pins, but you have heard that there's been other explorers of the Fungal Jungle before you, so...
Mm-hmm. Looking at the pittons, can we tell the make? They have little drow circles on them, or...
Give me a knowledge history. You can use your stone cunning for this, but this is going to be a very, very hard one, because they're pretty much just steel shafts.
The infamous drow circle.
I don't have it trained. Can I still roll?
Yeah, you can still roll it.
Okay.
What are you rolling?
History.
History.
I'll give it a shot too.
Yeah. We got a couple of smart cookies in this party. And that's with stone cunning, you said?
Yeah, so you just double your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so mine would be 19.
Yeah, and Thrum's would be 15. But none of you succeed, so you're unaware. They just look like normal
Well, damn.
iron nails
I
driven
got
into the wall.
history, so I guess I
There's a
give
24.
that a shot.
Yeah, Freya got a 24.
Yep.
Even Freya doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
figured it was going to be at least a 25.
They are just big iron nails in the wall. So it's a little difficult. They are kind of corroded with a little bit of age, so that also makes it a little bit more difficult as well.
Testing one, does it seem like they're stable?
Yeah, they're definitely
For future?
stable.
Okay. I'm not going
In
to try to
fact-
climb it or anything, but
They've been here long enough, they're almost fused with the masonry now. Or not masonry, the rock.
yeah. I gotcha. Well, it seems like
God's Mason.
the guy's map is pretty accurate, especially what we transcribed from it. So, it seemed nice to know that he was on the level. I guess we push on.
Aye. If the fortress proves unpassable and unconquerable, we can always come back and delve down these other tunnels.
Yeah, and we have a lot
I
more
love
of the
that
jungle to
one
explore.
turn we could have took led to giant death.
Yep.
And this
I commented that last
leisurely
time.
stroll through the cave.
I commented that last time we could have gone horribly wrong.
All right. So another new day. This will be day 4 for those of you keeping track at home. Where else would you be?
Mm-hmm.
Work.
Starbucks.
It's closed. I just broke in.
Free Wi-Fi's free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they never turned their Wi-Fi, just sat in the car.
All right. So you continue following the cave wall here. Nothing.
I was gonna say during these nights, I'd be setting up those bear traps in an attempt to like catch things by morning. So I wasn't sure if you want me to roll for that or not. Maybe not now, but whenever you feel like it, just let me know.
Yeah,
I'd be
give
doing
me
that pretty much every night.
Give me a survival roll right now.
Can I aid him
Um,
to give him advantage on setting
Yeah.
those up?
19.
Yep, you catch another big old dragonfly.
How many did you say that was for like
About 2 rations.
about 2 rations?
Bug meat.
Put them on a stick of some kind. Put them on my short sword and just grill them that way. Or, more likely an arrow.
Cave quail.
So a couple rations, so that cuts our rations down a couple for a night.
Mm-hmm. Add 2 back.
All right. Okay. All right. You guys pressing on, hugging the wall?
Aye.
Right. You guys. Oh,
Well, can we go this way? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to have you do. As you guys are making your way across this one, there's that little narrow point you can kind of see right there. That particular part, since you're up against the wall, you're actually up near like the top of the hill, and there's what it is it's like a slick surface going down. So there's like a narrow gap, maybe like 20 to 25 feet wide, that's hugged up against the wall. So you have no trouble going across it, but you're pressed right up against it. If you slid down the hill, it wouldn't hurt, but it would be tricky with the wagon.
Yeah.
As you guys are making your way across, what's your marching order?
I imagine our ranger will be taking point.
Yeah, Thrum's definitely in the front.
I'd be in the wagon with Ivy usually.
Be
I was
frontish as
back
well.
last time, so I'll say I'm in the back this time.
Okay.
I know I like to be in the center of everybody with being an archer. To kind of keep an eye on our flank and front.
Yeah.
Nolgrim will take rear guard then.
Taskill up front with Thrum.
Yeah.
That's almost our exact marching order from before. So
Nice.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The 2 old men griping about us in the front.
I can't get a good one under 100 these days.
As you guys are, actually, it's only about 10 feet wide. I was wrong. As you guys are going along, Fergus, could you give me a strength saving throw?
Yeah. This is going to go badly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with no modifier, it's not the worst, but it could be better.
One moment. Just...
Oh god, it's gonna be one of those like hanging things that like grab me by a rope, doesn't it?
I think a bird just grabbed you.
You feel something cold and damp and kind of squishy just whap into the side of your head, like someone threw a very heavy pillow at you.
I know what this is, I'm pretty sure.
And you are then proceed to be yanked out of your seat and up into the air.
Is it covering my face, or can I actually scream as this happens?
You can scream as it happens.
Oh, I scream loud.
Yeah.
Many curses.
For those of you looking, there is a long, kind of pinkish-brown filament leading up to a small cave opening high above you that Fergus is being reeled into. And I will take you over to the map in just a moment.
Let's go save the king.
Well, it hadn't attacked any of the rest of us, right? We could just keep on going.
Wow. Stone cold.
I was thinking about making that joke, but I decided not to.
You decide to go with save the king. That's out of character.
Oh, I'm
No,
sure.
it's not.
Well, I mean, it might have been on his breath, but you didn't hear it.
Yeah, I'm busy screaming for my life as I'm gonna be eaten by some kind of roper.
When you say filament, I think of a real thin line, like a fishing wire.
It is. It's very thin.
Oh,
One thing
wow.
I'd point out is that Dark Vision's black and white, so...
Oh, yeah, you're right. So, I don't think
about the part.
Spoils.
Think about the part in the Bible where they say that the Earth is just in a big ocean, and holes in the ocean, it's where rain comes from.
Is that really a thing?
I hope
Right.
not.
It says there's a filament around the Earth.
I'm just throwing all your tokens on here, and then I will.
Shift click us, I hope. There.
For a moment.
Be right back. I'm getting a call. I'm still sitting here, so
No problem.
it's my turn.
All right.
I don't see me though.
Yeah, I'm adding tokens
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
You're being wheeled up there towards the cliff edge.
Yeah.
Oh, then I just need Nolgrim. who I think he said was here.
Yeah, rear guard.
Yeah, rear guard. Oh, and then Ivy, of course.
How tall is the cliff?
Yeah, I need to go through there because it's a little distance, but I need to get the exact number for you guys.
I feel like you should have like a separate page where you just keep tokens, so that way you can just copy paste this.
No, that's what I did. Is I pull them from all your sheets are linked to your tokens. So by clicking and dragging them onto there, I just pop up your tokens with the health bars and everything.
Gotcha.
How far up? Those cheeky devils didn't give a number. Oh, never mind. Here it is. 50 feet. It's a 50-foot sheer wall straight up, and he's being reeled in by it.
Oh, I'm being pulled up to the top?
Yeah, you're being pulled up to the top. You're about halfway there now.
Oh, see ya.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Sheer wall? That's rough.
I mean, there's like some pox into it. You might be able to climb it.
Yeah. This is great. The only archer.
Fido, go. I can
I'll bring up the turn order. And everyone can do their thing.
It would just be athletics, right? If that's the case.
Yeah, it would be athletics to climb.
Freya's not getting up there, but the steel defender might.
Ivy was sleeping when I started screaming. According to that initiative.
I remember now.
Wow, look at all those natural 1 initiatives.
All right.
Oh, how does Thrum have a plus 11 to his initiative? Oh, that's advantage?
Yeah, he has advantage, and so one was a 1, the other was an 11.
Gotcha.
All right.
Rangers have advantage.
Oh, minimize the sheet.
You guys were wondering what the call was. I was invited to go see my friend's goat farm.
Nice.
I've been there before. Goats are really just dogs.
Yeah.
Don't pee on the electric fence.
Mm-hmm.
They're dogs that eat even more.
They're the greatest of all time.
I
Everyone
get that joke.
Everyone on the initiative tracker.
Yep.
All right. Descending. You guys can see that the little question mark is called unknown, right? Did I forget to check that?
No, I can see that.
Okay, cool. I came up with this brilliant idea that rather than having invisible GM ones, I just have a question mark token I roll for the initiative instead.
Yeah.
Neat.
All right.
Yeah.
Fergus, you are being reeled into the air.
Yeah, so as I'm witnessing this, what does this look like a web, or does this look like something else? Like if I can do like a quick, even if it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, you do a quick awareness or perception. Sorry, not a disadvantage, just a normal one. Yeah, that's good enough. That shit's a tongue, my man.
Okay. Well, I am going bonus action, pull something from my bag.
Mhm.
As I pull out a knife, and I'm going to try to cut myself free.
All right. Give me a attack roll. This thing's got an AC and everything, so.
18.
That will hit it.
I assume not sneak attack.
Not sneak attack, definitely not.
5 damage.
Oh, that's just enough to slice right through it.
As I come falling down.
Mm-hmm. You now will fall 30 feet. So let me look up full damage real quick.
That'll be 3d6, I think.
Yeah, that's what my guess was too. I just want to know for my own reference.
Yep. I'm not sure if you ignore the first 10 in the system or not.
Yeah, let me look. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. So it's just you take 10 bludgeoning damage as you fall right here next to the cart, and you are prone.
Sorry, guys, I muted you when I heard fall damage.
It's not shitty in this system. I'll have you know, Michael. So.
And well, since my turn's over, I'm gonna switch browsers because it's starting to go slow on Firefox again.
Yep, no problem. Okay. That sheet broke for a second. It is Nolgrim's turn.
See, am I able to follow the tongue up to where it originated from?
Yeah, it came from a cavern opening 50 feet above you. You can definitely tell that without needing to roll.
Am I able to see the creature within, though?
You cannot. You got
Okay.
bad angle and dark vision.
Okay, I'll say, let's get out of here. I can't get a clear shot at it, and Janzar's going to reach out for us again, and basically ready to start moving, but keep an eye out there to ready to attack if another tongue or any sort of aggressive action, or basically if an enemy or enemy's appendage appears.
Any target in the cave.
Right.
All right. And okay, Thrum's turn.
All right. Thrum is going to step back, grab a steery, and lead her.
What? Do you mean
Scary.
Esky?
Well, this will make
Esky.
easy work.
lead her to here.
Okay. That will pull Ivy and the Steel Defender. Fergus, could you give me a dexterity saving throw? as
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming.
is about to go over your body.
Little did any of us expect the yak is an artillery platform.
Yeah, you roll clear.
Steer clear, boy.
Cope is just.
I was
for
on
love
the
of God,
ground.
we gotta keep this goddamn yak alive.
Like this, yeah.
Do you know how it's going to be to find an animal we can train to pull this cart? Because I'll have you know, it's not going to be me.
I mean, we have those.
I'm looking at the dragon.
Right, we have those eggs in the.
Yeah, you still have the scorpion eggs.
We can just wait for a couple years till they get them big enough.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Nilgrim, did you move along the bank here?
Yeah.
Could you give me a dexterity check or an acrobatics check more accurately? To not slip and slide down.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a bank. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
he had said that they were
The
very
map
slippery,
quality's a
so-
little poor.
Gotcha.
Never mind.
This
you're
is the
good.
one of the ones that were in there, right?
Yeah, it's one of the ones. I'm thinking that I might just remake all of Book 2's maps myself because A, they only provide me like 3, and B, this lining up the grid crap is giving me stress pain. So
Yeah, I can see that.
because all the maps I make are beautiful and line up to the grid. So
Mine don't have grids when I make them, so that makes it easier.
yeah.
Definitely takes time and patience to get it right.
Yeah, you can tell I ran out of those things.
Loki is the only one I've ever seen who's able to line up an already gridded map.
Mhm.
And
Mine
then-
are all lined up in
bonus
Rimlords when we
action.
get to it.
Sorry, bonus action, he would have flipped to his large self there.
Okay. If you right-click your token code, do you see below layers at the bottom of that list there's multi-sided, or is that only I may see it?
I do see it.
Click that and hit select sign, and you'll get like a little slider.
Cool.
I
I
just the size, though.
I still have to enlarge you myself, but that's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really dope.
Yeah.
He's big now.
All right. Freya, what you doing?
Let's have my steel defender try to go up there.
Okay. Give me an. It's already adjacent to the wall, so just give me an athletics check.
All right.
It just starts walking up the wall like normally.
Athletics. No, doesn't look like it.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not quite getting a purchase on it yet.
The steel defender stats are wonderfully mediocre. But athletics is one of its good ones, so it was worth a try. Do I still see the tongue or whatever?
No, Fergus cut it, and then the other half that isn't still stuck to the side of his head zipped back up into the cave mouth.
Okay, well, I guess I ought to move. Let's... 25... 30.
Okay. Ivy doesn't have a shot, so she's just going to take the dodge action. That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Taskill.
Is there like a fight defensively thing in here? Or?
That's dodge. It gives them disadvantage on attack rolls.
Guess I'll do that. Yeah. I mean, I'll switch to my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, dodge.
Okay.
Try to pay attention. Not sure how good of a dodge you'll really get at something zipping 60 feet out of the darkness. But
if we're not getting accosted by this thing after this turn, I don't see why we don't just keep moving.
yeah.
Oh, interesting. I misread how that ability worked. Okay, well, live and learn. Fergus's turn.
So
I didn't understand how much I should have been fucking you over.
You're prone, and the way forward is kind of blocked by a cart.
So I had pulled out my vial of giant scorpion poison last round when I was falling. What would it be to apply that to an arrow?
I would say you could do that as an action.
An action?
Yeah, as an action.
Okay. So half my movement to get up, apply that to my arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. How far down did you say this area over here was?
It's going to be about a 30-foot slide.
Oof, never mind.
You won't take damage, but you'll probably be prone at the end if you fail a dexterity.
Slide opposed to a drop.
Yeah, exactly. You're not on a cliff edge here. It's just kind of a slick embankment.
Well, then I'll just take a step back here.
All right.
Actually, what if I was here, I'd have 10 more feet of movement. Could I do here and then dash to get like right over here? Because I have my bonus action still. I can dash as a bonus action for another 25 feet of movement.
I would say I would count the cart as difficult terrain, because whether you're crawling under it or hopping over it, it is in your path. But it would be difficult terrain.
Yeah, we'd normally count the cart as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to get there, and I don't want to be against the wall, so yeah, I'm just gonna stick with right here then.
Okay. Nolgrim.
I'll just get to better footing, and then ready to attack if something presents itself.
Okay.
So at least get the cart clear. That way, then we could maybe work our way up if we really want to fuck over whoever attacked us. Because it's probably about to try it again.
Freya and Fergus, give me strength saving throws.
Always strength saving throws.
Always strength saving throws.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm probably going up here in a second. 14.
Okay. So this is where I had a misread last time. So these filaments have a range of 60 feet. And according to this, if you fail the saving throw, you're pulled within 5 feet of the creature instantly.
Bullshit.
So Freya, you managed to, like, right as it hits you, pull up so it didn't have time to adhere to your chest. Fergus, it gets you in the knee, and you're going for a ride again.
Am I able to?
I have a chance to be like, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
am I able
that's
to?
ridiculous.
Am I able to take my
You
ready to
are
action?
able to take a shot against the filament. I'm going to say disadvantage just because this thing is moving crazy fast and is very thin.
All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot to give somebody advantage on attacks last round. Oh well.
Your Eldritch Blast does miss.
Damn.
So, Fergus, you are pulled up here, and allow me to reveal a lovely little area.
I saw the token a little bit when you were shift dragging it,
I'm sure you did.
I already know I'm not gonna like it.
I'm not being super duper coy about it.
Yeah, that's hideous.
Guys, please
They're like
help.
insectoid
Ah.
crustacean creatures, and in the center of their mouth there, they got the filaments coming out, and they have 2 giant like pincer claws each.
Is the range?
So let me add these guys.
Healing over to 60 feet.
So I might be able to at least throw you some healing.
How high up are we?
50
I think you
feet.
said 50, yeah.
50. Okay.
I could delete you know now that you know what they look like. There we go. But that's their turn. Because using their filament is an action, so they can't attack you.
All right, bonus action. Thrum is going to switch back to his more logical size.
Okay. It's not as fast as I thought it was. But it's
So he goes right there. And then he is going to... Can he dash to start climbing as an action?
Yeah, you can dash over there. Just remember the card is counted as difficult terrain for your calculations.
Okay, and dash is double movement, right?
Yeah.
So 40 feet, so that would be 20 when he got there, if that counts as double. And so he would start climbing up. And with another...
Give me athletics.
50 feet minus 20, 30. So he can get 15 feet up if he makes this.
Okay. Yeah, you make it. So you find little handholds in the uneven limestone, and you are just, you put your weapons on your back, and now you're just rocketing up that wall.
All right.
You normally climb at half your base movement speed.
Yeah, so that's what I did. Was he had 30 left of movement, so I just went 15 up. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Freya.
Okay. Let's consult my spell list, because I'm not getting close enough.
Be real nice if someone had spider climb, but that ain't on our list, I don't think.
I think it's on the Artificer list.
Eh?
I thought.
I was looking at my notes on Sorcerer, but...
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take out my axe and then dodge.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to once again try to send my Steel Defender up there.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Athletics.
No.
Nope. No, it's not getting a good grip on it. Ivy on her turn is gonna take the reins and is gonna move Esky and the cart well out of the danger zone.
Hey, get her under that mushroom over there.
Yeah, basically what's going on here. That will be her turn, so you can do what you do while I'm moving this.
Well, it's a good thing we have that one gemstone to revive somebody.
Technically, you're not restrained or anything, Fergus. So if you just cut yourself free of that filament, you can get out of there.
Yeah, just jump.
Guess I'll holster the crossbow and start climbing, because it doesn't look like I'll get a shot. Actually...
I think this is actually the most nature has tried to eat the party in any of our campaigns.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because spoilers, these aren't like some plot or something. These are just natural predators.
Yeah, I was thinking around the horn and the Care Briar, but that was all like good guys trying to defeat the evil horn.
Alright, so it's athletics to try and start climbing.
Yep.
The question is, when do we fight the owl bear? Because there has to be an owl bear fight.
Yeah, you're having a hard time getting up there yourself. Fergus.
Okay.
I will let you know this because you hit it before. The filament that is attached to you, it in no way restrains you or penalizes you from doing anything. It can just use its turn to yank you back to where it is.
Yep.
It has a AC of 15 and 5 hit points to cut the filament. I'm telling you this because you hit it exactly the first time.
Yeah. So first, I have my dagger out still. I'm going to try to cut that away.
Mhm.
Nope.
Nope.
So with my offhand, I'm going to make a second attack with my arrow that's poisoned. I'm just going to try to shove it in its face.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I assume would I be at disadvantage, or would it just be no proficiency bonus or something? How would that work for
I will
this?
say no proficiency bonus, but just because this is kind of an interesting improvised maneuver, I'll say you no proficiency bonus, but at advantage, because it just like jerked to make it so you couldn't cut its filament again, but then you use that as like a distraction, and that hits it home.
So it's coated with that giant scorpion
Yeah,
poison,
scorpion
and whatever damage the arrow would do, I'm not sure.
It'd probably just be normal arrow damage, no strength, no dex.
Okay, so that would be
Or actually,
D6, maybe?
I was gonna say a D4, like a dagger
D4.
would be more reasonable.
So 2 damage there. Although, if I have advantage, don't I get sneak attack?
Yeah, you do. That's
Or do you want me to waive that? Since
no, that's going with the rules because it works perfectly.
You're
that's
stabbing
very
your
sneaky.
ugly face.
So
So
that's
10 damage
10
plus whatever
damage.
poison.
And then I'll post what the poison does in the chat just so you can see. I would like to say, for the record, you used up all the poison for this one arrow.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
But
I had a feeling it wasn't going to be a long
Wow.
lasting thing. Yep.
it's potent shit.
I'll roll that 4d10 while you do that.
Come on, big money.
Yeah,
Wow.
12 is a
Nice.
crit, so
Wow, it's 9, 10, 9, 5.
It's a DC 12 Constitution save.
I mean, even half, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, it succeeded.
So
that-
that would be 16.
16 damage plus
That's 10.
10.
So 26 damage.
26 damage.
nice.
Oh boy, oh boy. I assume that's just the lower one, because that's the one that hooked you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's all I can do, and I'm still up here with them.
Oh, it did not like that one bit. Now if I look at this, yeah, I will say one thing you do notice as you stab it in, and you stab it right in one of its kind of like black inky eyes, and it gives kind of an insectoid screech. And gushing out of the wound is its blood, but its blood is different than you expect. It's actually a clear liquid that has that kind of pungent sting of something that is like mildly alcoholic.
Oh, we've got to kill these.
I had a feeling someone was going to say that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my turn. I
Yep.
can't use my movement since I'm technically can't move.
No, you can move.
Okay.
It just on its action, it can use its on its turn. It can use its action to just pull you back in.
Yeah. I might as well just stay there, though, because if I move down, the other one will provoke an attack.
Mhm.
So I'm fine here.
Okay.
But it's Nolgrim soon.
No line of sight, so I guess Nolgrim's just going to ready action and make himself a target and/or dive in front of the next tongue that lashes down.
Mhm.
And
Oh, you intentionally want to get scooped up?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
gotta protect my king.
Yep, you can always choose to fail a saving throw. So
Is that like a readied action to do that?
I'll say that's like a ready to action. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's their turn. This one is gonna try to hit Freya again. I rolled randomly to see who it was gonna get. But Nolgrim's gonna try to dive in front of it. So before Freya rolls anything, why don't you give me a dexterity check here, Nolgrim?
All right.
It's not gonna be too bad. as far as checks go.
Dexterity. Roll.
Yep, you got it. So the brief blur of motion, Nolgrim jumps in front of Freya. It slaps him right in the ass, and he's just going straight up.
I'm not up here with you.
First.
You're up here with me. Wills his pick.
You hear Thrum laughing from below. Go get him, boy.
And now a claw attack against Fergus,
Miss.
and the secondary claw attack against Fergus.
Miss.
Yeah, it's trying to snip you, but thankfully, you still have your mobility, so you're able to kind of just like keep moving around.
Yeah.
Thrum, you're attacking that wall.
Keep on climbing.
Yep, you don't have to roll because you already succeeded once, but you just remember you're moving half your speed, which is 25 up.
Okay.
I'm essentially grappled by this tongue, right?
No, you're not grappled at all. You don't have the grapple condition.
Okay, but it's
Otherwise
but it makes my speed 0.
Nope.
I can't move.
No,
Oh.
you could move.
Oh, it pulls them to me.
Yeah,
then
I'm
let's
just saying
go.
rather than attacking, it can expend its action. Ooh, I've just lost everyone.
Oh, I'm still in the game.
Wow.
Everyone refresh
Whoa.
real quick.
Yeah, so did I.
But yeah, no, it could just spend its action to bring you back to an adjacent space.
Gotcha.
Welcome back, everyone.
If you could shift click us when you get a chance, Gombo.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's raining like crazy ass motherfuckers outside.
Nice.
Yeah, I can hear that over your mic.
If I bonus action go large, does that take me 5 feet higher?
I'm gonna say no. Because that's a dangerous precedent.
I'm just gonna shrink up and down like a slinky.
How many? You can't do that infinite times a day.
Yeah, he can go big and small without restriction.
I could have sworn there was a limit on it, but no, you can't just magic caterpillar up it. That would be that, as I said, dangerous precedent.
Come on.
All right.
Are you? This is the primeval guardian, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he loses his temporary hit points, he goes back to normal form. But otherwise, he can do it as many times as he wants.
So we could magic him.
But no, not magic caterpillaring. I will rule against that.
So if he takes 3 damage while in that form, he goes back to normal Thrum.
What?
Yeah, because you get a temporary hit points equal to your level of the class.
Yeah.
And when you lose that hit point, you go back to your normal form.
So they
But
literally
then you can just bonus action again after that.
literally just punch you out of the rock.
That's definitely not on the one we saw.
Guardian Soul, right?
No,
Yeah.
primeval guardian.
Yeah, but the Guardian Soul is the ability.
Oh.
Yeah, it says it right on the very bottom. Unless they patch that out or something.
No, it's when the form ends, you lose your temporary hit points.
Nope.
Well, according to this one, it
Probably both.
Yeah. Here, this is what it says on the one I'm reading. Oh, when the form ends. Haha. No,
Yeah,
this is
when
my
the form
fault.
ends.
Okay.
I'm a dummy.
Yeah, because otherwise, right now I have 1 hit point or 1 temp hit point from the form, so that would suck.
All right, Freya, your turn.
Okay. Steel Defender, gonna try and climb it again.
So close, but not quite making it.
Cool. I guess that's it.
Well. Ivy's gonna dash back over here. Okay, what can I do? And that's all her turn. Taskill.
Well, let's try getting a move action to climb up. Athletics.
That does it.
All right.
Learn from your mistakes, and you're starting to get up there.
What are you at, Fergus, as far as HP goes?
I'm at 16 out of 26, so I'm at down 10.
Oh, you have more hit points than I do.
I have 16 con, so that helps.
Ah, yeah.
I think I could throw a healing word at him, or...
I would say yeah.
I'm practically screaming over the side, like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die!" Also, this tastes like booze. Blood's not supposed to taste like booze.
5, but it's half of what you're missing.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, that's only a bonus action. Couldn't you use your action to go up further?
Yeah, I guess double move.
Yeah, you can double move up.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
But yeah, if you want to retroactively do that in your turn, Cope, you can go ahead.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
4,
Won't
because
get me there yet.
20
Yeah, I don't want this encounter to take forever because everyone's trying to climb the cliff. I would get flashbacks to that one Dark Heresy session where you were in the downed airship and Ferris almost died just because he couldn't get out of the hole.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's just the place was coming down and he keeps failing the climb checks. He's like, "This is how I die."
And it was only like a 10-foot hole, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 15 feet. But no. Okay. So, Fergus, your turn.
I'm gonna swap from my dagger and pull out my short sword.
Mhm.
Well, not even swap. I just pull out my short sword because I can hold two things.
The arrow's still inside.
Yeah. I turn to Nolgrim and as a bonus action, use my ability, but I just tell him, "You and me, I think we can take these. I hope, please." And then I stab at the one in front of me. Apparently my thing's short went down. Nope. And that's my turn.
Yep.
I use my bonus action to give him advantage.
Nolgrim.
All right, Nolgrim's going to look at this one, say, "The wrath of the dwarven folk upon you," and use Hex on him, but then turn my pick to finish this one off, or at least try to.
Okay.
And let's see. Where'd my character sheet? Oh, right, I loaded, so.
Yeah, I just had that problem too.
Yeah, I had to pull up the things back again.
All right. Water pick. Advantage. Roll.
Yeah, that'll hit and does 11 damage.
To the one that's grappling Fergus.
Yeah,
Or
the one
was.
that's attached to Fergus.
Yeah.
Yep, you get it right in there between two plates of its carapace, but it is still standing.
Oh,
Yeah, these are resilient buggers.
apparently.
All right, it's now their turn. Let's see here. This. Yeah, no, actually, this is what I'm gonna do. This one is going to back into the cave. So Fergus and Nolgrim, you can get an attack of opportunity on it.
Gladly. That's a reaction to it, right?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
I'm in a bad way right now. I'm too psyched out.
Yeah, might as well. Well, does it look like it's taking Fergus with him or no?
The strand is still attached to Fergus.
Okay, then yeah, I'll take a swing.
You do manage to hit it, and you do 6 damage. It is still alive.
Damn.
These things are beefy. And then it will spend its action to whip Fergus away.
Oh,
I was about to have like an opposed strength thing, and I remembered, wait a minute, they can just spend their action to pull you in. So let me reveal this.
Where all its babies are waiting.
The other one will also move away you already used your attack of opportunity.
Yep.
So it'll just reel you in.
Whoop.
And Thrum.
All right, Thrum, you said it's 50 feet or 60 feet?
50 feet.
All right, he's at 40, so he'd be able to make it and I guess just step up.
I believe you'd still have 5 foot of movement, and you could get more if you want to dash. So you might be able to actually pull out your bow and do a range attack against the one that's got Fergus. I think you've got an angle on that one.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. He will pull out his crossbow.
I swear to God, if you get a natural 1.
No, you're not like restrained or anything, so it probably wouldn't hit you.
Probably is the keyword.
Probably.
All right. Do we just consider the first shot from the crossbow automatically loaded?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a stickler about that.
Okay.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right.
If I remember right, Pathfinder and Third say any one corner of your square to all 4 of theirs determines cover and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You hit it dead on, and it is very. It's like it's leaking its clear blood a lot now, but it's still alive. Freya.
Okay. One more time.
Yeah,
God.
it's going up there now. So it can climb at half of its speed, so it'll probably get up there pretty fast.
Yeah, its speed is 40, so it can
And
go.
if you dash on its turn to climb, that means it can climb 40 feet, which means it's almost to the top in 1 round.
Okay. I guess Freya can try to climb up there. Because I need to at least see them to do anything, so. Athletics. Let's go.
Nope.
You should have just had the Steel Defender carry you up.
I was reading some stuff on Steel Defenders carrying people, and it seems like the consensus is you can probably do it if your character is small.
Yeah, it can't function as a mount. It could reasonably carry you up, but I would say it would give its athletics a disadvantage on the wall, because this is a tricky climb. Ivy's just going to ask, what should I do? Should I start climbing, or should I make sure nothing eats Esky in the cart?
Make sure nothing eats Hesky.
Keep an eye on the cart, lass.
All right. Just try not to die.
Oh God, the pain!
That's the goal.
They're huge and hideous, oh man!
It's eating me!
And I'm only half talking about the creature trying to eat me.
Ew.
Hey, I'll climb back down.
Taskill.
Okay, fine. Don't have the air.
Yeah, double moving up gets me to within a turn, so.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay alive a little longer and the cavalry will be here to mop up.
Fergus.
Probably literally.
Short sword against this guy.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 7.
Yeah, you just like start furiously stabbing it in its head, and it expires.
And then bonus action, I'm going to chuck a dagger at the one by Nolgrim.
Sure.
If this hits, it will have sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep, it goes wide, clinking against the stone.
And then, but I will move to here.
Hmm.
And that's my turn.
Nolgrim.
You've bitten off more than you could chew at this one, laddie. And then cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just dare him to hit me.
Okay.
Are you playing the dad jokes guy again?
Just so natural.
All right.
That's
So It's going to leave your area, so you get an attack, Nolgrim.
Okay. Where is that?
Yep, that'll hit. Does 9 damage.
Does 2 more damage since the hex is upon him.
It smarts, but this is the first damage it's taken.
Mhm.
And then it uses action and flip you inside.
He's dragging him to the meat pit.
You know, it's funny you say that.
Oh no! I was expecting a whole bunch of babies when the first one did it.
And this one's gonna click over here, and it's gonna hit you with 2 claw attacks. 20 and 17.
Both will hit.
All right. 12, 10.
Oof. Okay. Well, he takes 10 points of damage.
It's not like that.
Minus 10. Minus 12. Okay. Yep, I'm in trouble.
God.
I'm in danger.
What's your hit point total there, Nolgrim?
20, but I had 10 temporary hit points due to Armor of Agathis.
Oh, okay. I was gonna wonder. I'm like, no, I don't math good, but I'm pretty sure 10 plus 12 is bigger than 20.
Good thing I use Armor of Agathis, and I'm going to... yeah, I'll hold.
Also, the pixelation is shitty, but this is a pile of dried out insectoid carapaces and bones.
The meat pit.
Actually, let me think.
It's not your turn, so.
Well, I am thinking if I want to use my reaction or not.
You already used your reaction to take an attack of opportunity when it pulled you in.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
They're gonna suck out your insides. Like
Thrum.
spiders.
Thrum, you see Fergus, he still has like the tongue stuck to his leg, but it's entirely limp now.
Yeah, and I saw him chunk that dagger over this direction, so he's gonna come around the corner and dash.
And it's a free action to just me scream, "Oh God, they're killing Nolgrim now!"
Yeah.
And so he's gonna go in, and can I move through Nolgrim's space here?
Yeah, I'll say you can.
Okay, so that was his dash, and then once he gets in there, he's gonna pull out his battle axe and say, "Let's do this," and he's gonna go large.
Right?
As a bonus.
No, now get big and smush him against the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, you change your token, and I'll,
Try and swat some bugs.
and I'll enlarge you. Yeah, you're kind of on top of this thing right now.
Yes.
Give me a
Nice.
knowledge nature while you're doing this.
Okay.
Never mind. No, you don't know.
the axe.
Sorry, I don't know much. I don't know much natures. I had to choose between that and survival, and I figured it'd be more important.
Man, I had to do that too, and I chose survival too. I should have chose nature.
You got some other brainy boys. I just was having Thrum roll it because he might have heard these things as an Underdark explorer. Freya.
Okay. Well, Steel Defender's gonna get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
It still has 10 feet of movement, I believe. So can it?
Cool.
I don't. It won't attack unless you tell it to, and because it won't know what to attack.
Anything that moves. Oh God, no!
It just kills. Oh
Okay.
man!
Freya's gonna try and climb again.
All right.
Can you hang the tongue over the side and let her climb up?
I think that'd be slippery.
It's actually very sticky.
Oh.
No. Ivy is sticking in there. Taskill.
Yeah, first move will get me the final 10 feet and up onto the cliff.
I realized I had like the really calm music playing right now. We should do better.
It's the somber tones to one of our deaths.
Probably
I'm
just
guessing
in time
Nolgrim.
to catch Thrum running around that corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll use second move, and seeing Nolgrim all tore up, bonus action to throw another healing word at him. For 7. So that might save you if they try to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, and on the way, pull out my battle axe, two-hander. It's kind of hard to climb with a shield, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Fergus.
I'm pretty sure I can see this one from here.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and fire off a shot.
Ooh, it just bounces off its carapace.
That's fine. I am going to move to here. Bonus action as I make my way through, I'm going to give it advantage to Thrum.
Okay.
I'm like, you can do this. I believe in you. Kind of. And I hide. And so let me roll my stealth or I can't yet, so.
Yep. By the way, also, just it's not going to affect anything because this cave isn't big enough. But since you're still adhered to the corpse, you can't move farther than 60 feet away from it.
That's fine. I don't think I'm going to get it out of there right now.
Mm-hmm.
At least until you try and turn a corner, and then you're like, tug.
Yeah.
What?
Like when you get pulling a hose pipe behind you and it's stuck.
Nolgrim.
Trying to think. Does anybody know what sort of action is to don and doff a shield
It is just an action.
for both?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will cast Blur upon myself. That's my standard action.
Okay.
And actually, let me think. Yeah, I'll go with that. Do a bit more of a defensive now that I have their attention. I don't know what to use for that. That'll be my turn.
All right. It is their turn. There will be 2 claw attacks against Thrum and 2 against Nolgrim.
Those against me will be at disadvantage.
Okay, so then here will be the first 2 against Thrum. 1, 2,
First one's definitely a hit.
5 slashing damage. Wow, bare minimum damage. Disadvantage. And then against Nolgrim. 1, 2. Ooh.
Miss and miss. Spell's paying off already. That nat 20 would have hurt.
I'm just curious about something. Fine. Is Blur like Pathfinder where it's sense dependent?
Sight based.
Oh, okay.
It has blind sight.
It has blind sight.
Well, rip.
So both of those would hit then, because 21 and 25 would have been the first attacks for both.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Wait, that was against Thrum, wasn't it?
The second one. You know
Yeah,
what? I will be fair.
Wouldn't it have been a 21 and an 8?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
one hit.
21 and an 8. You're right. So then that would just do 1 claw's worth and not an.
Yeah, I was trying to get Nolgrim killed, apparently.
Oh, sorry. Ignore the +4 slashing. It's just 9.
Okay.
Man, these things do 2d6 plus 3 damage, and they're getting just garbage damage rolls.
I mean, 9's not bad. It's pretty average.
Damn, I just burned my last spell slot too. Fuck.
No,
Also,
wait,
it's a concentration roll, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can concentrate.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, you can just let it go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep having Blur on.
Yeah, but it does nothing.
They have blind sight. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, I'm dumb.
Otherwise, I would have
I
been
got
very
really
happy.
high earlier, so forgive me tonight.
No problem. So, Nolgrim, you cast your spell of Blur, and as the claws start cracking into Nolgrim's stony form, you have a brief moment of feeling you're safe before they just come at you anyway.
Fuck.
Unaffected. Bet you wish you did some knowledge nature rolls now.
Yep.
Thrum.
Alright, Thrum's gonna hit the one that's still holding Nolgrim, or try to.
You have an advantage on the first attack roll, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll hit.
Alright. No, I'm not sure if this is gonna pick up my shards damage. Yeah, it does.
Yep, 8 damage.
Scanning through here, I'm not seeing charge. Is that not a
Yeah,
thing?
charge is not a thing in 5th edition.
Yeah, no.
With the feet, it is.
But yeah, with a feat. But... Yep, it takes damage, but it's still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
Freya. Michael?
He's muted.
Gonna try and climb again.
Let's hit it.
4 again?
Wow.
Apparently I should have taught you to climb, daughter.
Well, you put your head in the book.
Fine. Anyways, I'm gonna command the Fang to attack I'm gonna command the Steel Defender to attack the bugs.
Okay. That's clear enough instructions. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
No.
it says it understands the language that I speak, so I imagine it understands what a bug is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bust your balls about this. Yeah, it's all good. Yep. So you could move in and have your Steel Defender attack.
Can you move in there?
Yep,
Or
you can move
the-
in there.
Okay.
Either one. It's within reach.
Force empowered ram.
That'll hit.
And damage. 4.
Little bit of helps. Ivy's camping out. Taskill.
Right, we'll be moving up. Bonus action Searing Smite and attacking that one.
Nice.
So let's see, Battle Axe two-handed. Normal roll.
That'll miss.
Yep. Oh well, didn't lose the charge yet.
Mhm. Yeah. Fergus.
Bonus action stealthing.
Mhm.
Oof. I imagine it's the thing on my leg that's kind of giving me away.
Yep. Also the fact that they have blind sight, but you don't know that.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna fire off a shot.
Mhm.
Well, I had planned on doing that before they found that out, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter to me too much.
Yeah, that's what I say. There's no way of Fergus knowing that anyway.
Will that hit 20?
That'll hit.
16 points of damage.
Oof. Working that pain. And now it's leaking. That's cleary alcohol blood as well.
And that's my turn.
Nolgrim.
I'm gonna go down. I'm going down swinging and just attack this guy with a war pick.
Okay. That'll hit. It looks like you already rolled damage.
So
12
damage.
Yeah. Ooh, now it's also leaking its blood, and it's pretty wounded.
That's it.
Getting a little too hot in the kitchen for this one over here, but it's going to disengage. It has spider climb, so it falls up on the wall and the ceiling. So it's currently kind of like over Fergus at the moment, but it
God
used
damn
its
it.
turn to disengage. I don't think I should get like a little spider symbol. Also, I added a poison symbol.
I think we have a web symbol, if you want to use that.
That's
for...
good enough, yeah. Thrum.
Did this other one get an action?
Oh, right, sorry, I forgot.
Thrum is going to.
Yeah, sorry, hold on, Cope. I forgot to attack with the other one.
Okay.
Thank you, Loki. As your reward, here's a claw attack.
Yep.
Oof.
And one against
So-
Thrum.
I am going to deflect the one on Loki.
Ooh, good call. All right, here's a
Yeah.
reroll. 15.
That'll still hit.
Oh, no shield.
Right.
Because the
Did
deflect
17 hit Thrum?
the 17
Yeah,
hits.
17 hits.
So
No
here's
shield either.
against Nolgrim, 11,
I am unconscious.
and here's the one against Thrum.
I'm just going to try and parry some of that damage.
All right.
Just 5. Oh, Just 2. Damn, terrible roll.
Still, it's only 7 versus 9.
All right. Freya.
Okay.
Climb that wall. Climb that wall.
It's not really a wall.
Did y'all skip my turn?
Oh, sorry, I did. Yeah, sorry. It's because I forgot the attacks.
Yep.
Thrum.
He is going to swing at that big guy again.
Okay. I assume the adjacent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Big money, big money.
It's like a solid 11 damage. It's looking very badly hurt now, but it's literally in a corner. It's got nowhere to go.
Well, there's a little breakaway hole here where the dead body is.
He's just unconscious.
He just sleep.
Freya.
Climb the wall.
So close. It's DC 15.
Yeah, her and me are going to have trouble climbing anything in this game.
It's not going to be a constant thing, but who knows?
But when
You
it
might
does
find
come
magic.
up.
You might find magic. You never know.
Okay. Well,
At least your Steel Defender can still do stuff.
how far up is this one?
I think it's on the ceiling.
It's on the ceiling, so it's only about, like, I would say 15 feet up. It's a pretty narrow tunnel.
Maybe Steel Defender still can't reach that.
Kill steal the other one.
Kill Steel the other one.
Jump on in, doggy.
It needs a name, I still think.
It really does.
You can guys submit name idea
In character, as part of roleplay.
in character as a part of roleplay. Submit name ideas. Okay. Force empowered Ren. Woo! 13.
Nope, that one misses.
Ah.
I will just remove Ivy from the turn order since she's just kind of camping out.
Mhm.
Taskill.
Right, well, that solves the debate since that thing's still up. I will, instead of curing wounds, I will healing word at 2nd level on Nolgrim as bonus action. Then step over him and swing on the thing with my battle axe. Hopefully,
Stay down, boy.
Yep. A lot better.
That'll hit.
And then Searing Smite will resolve. And it's cast first.
A Searing Smite, is that, roll that fire damage. You know, like
And then it
this.
catches fire, doesn't it?
It can,
tar-
if it doesn't
Cause the
save
target
its
to
save.
it. Yeah.
Just roll the fire damage first, and then I'll do the saves, just depending on what the results are. I'll explain in a
I
second.
know it was on there, but
1d6.
yeah, no, I was on the. I thought it was on the weapons chart.
No, it just said 10 slashing.
Yeah, no, I've got
Yeah.
spiritual weapon and cure wounds and prayer of healing on there, but for some reason I thought it had made one for Searing Smite. Anyway,
All right. So, I'll explain to you what's happened. It's not going to do the save, and I'll explain to you why. Your axe bites deep into its shell.
Oh, that's
and then-
explosive.
Yeah.
Oh, alcohol.
No, it's not explosive. It just lights its blood on fire, and it burns from the inside out and dies. When they get below half health, they're vulnerable to fire damage.
Nice.
It's a very dead beastie. Fergis.
Is this thing close enough to attack me if I move?
Let me see its reach. No.
Okay, so first I'm gonna lob a shot at it.
Okay. That'll hit.
For 8 damage.
It is not enjoying that.
And then I am going to move to here.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm going to give Nolgrim advantage.
Okay.
Like, payback's a bitch. Get him.
Nolgrim.
All right. First action, or first part of my move is stand up, and then move 5, 10. Do I have line of sight?
Yeah, it's on the ceiling.
All right. Then hit him with a Eldritch Blast.
With advantage.
Yep.
Ooh.
It'll miss. Also, I don't think you have your
Oh,
hex on this
Yeah,
one
no.
anymore.
Yeah, I forgot to
Which,
unclick that.
are you high enough level where you gain health when your hex target dies?
Yeah, but that since I was incapacitated, I don't get the health boost because that ends the curse.
Technically, no. Oh, it ends when you go down. Gotcha. Okay, I was gonna say you were awake when it died, but okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's one oath unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
All right, its turn. It is just full on dashing along the ceiling to get out of here. Thrum.
Freya, incoming! And he is going to bonus action switch back down. Because I don't know if he can get out. 25 to there. And as he's running, he's going to pull out an axe and throw his axe at it.
Gotcha.
Little hand axe.
That'll hit.
It's only 7 damage. Ignore the 6.
Yeah, it does not kill it, but it is very badly wounded right now. All right. Freya, you hear the warning, but you still don't see anything.
Steel Defender's coming in.
It's on the ceiling, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
It's just barking at it.
Can the Steel Defender try to jump up and grab it?
I'm gonna say no, just because you're not there to give it detailed instructions based upon the combat scenario, so it's taking the most linear form to attack.
I said kill the bug. This is the most linear form. You could go and kill the bug.
Tell you what, you can work on its programming in downtime to have Michael tactics. Listen, my Steel Defender straps a large amount of explosives to its body and leaps down the throat of the dragon.
It's one hell of a zinc lozenge.
The
It's
programming
just
I gave
fire.
it determined that this would be the most effective way to combat the monster.
Let me see what I could do.
Okay. Man, you guys are kicking these things ass.
You
Once
could
you
get
got
red.
into combat with them,
I
yeah.
can't see it.
These things are not weak, but you guys are.
No, they
you guys
weren't
are
a
going at
joke.
it.
Well, you dropped one of us. Almost dropped 2 of us. Got another
Okay,
to have.
I'm going to prepare an action to Fairy Fire when I can see it.
Cool. Taskill.
Right. 20 feet of movement there. En route, shoving away the battle axe and pulling out the crossbow. And pachink.
Pachinko.
Pachinko.
Yeah,
you are an
that's
old
just-
man, so
that strikes the wall next to it. This thing is just like using its alcoholic blood now. Fergus.
Gonna take a shot at it.
Nope.
15.
That's 12, but no.
Yeah. Fuck it. I am going to move away from it over here to see Nolgrim. I'm like, he's almost away. Get your revenge. I know you're fond of that shit. I'm gonna give bonus action for him to get advantage on his next attack against it.
Nolgrim.
Is what I strive for, though. Would help if I could see straight. Bell's still ringing, and I hit him with another Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha. With advantage.
Yup. Nope.
Oof.
Nope.
Yeah. How many are there? I'm seeing 3 up there. As he kind of tries to rub his eyes.
Aim for the one in the middle.
All the alcoholic blood spills all over him, so he's kind of
Freya, you see a giant monster thing crawling out over the wall over here. You can fairy fire it, so that's a Dex saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
It will fail.
It is now illuminated.
Mm-hmm.
At least something else will probably eat it when it gets away.
Thrum?
Look, the big bug, the big glowy bug.
Right.
Let's eat it.
So it's on the ceiling now?
No, it's on the outside Fungal Jungle cave wall. It's like crawling along. It's more like this, I guess. It's along the side. If you move to like right here, you might be able to melee it, but otherwise all attacks will need to be at range.
So he's going to move to there and then bonus action go large?
After this attack, I'm going to need you to do a roll to not fall off this narrow gap.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't go back in over here any?
No, it's like really thin.
Okay. He wants to jump out and grapple it.
I realized that.
I was going to say grapple and fall.
Yeah, he wants to jump out and grapple it.
Yeah, see. Down my room. All right, oppose strength and athletics, I guess. It's going to roll strength. Roll a 20.
Oh, God.
Ooh, splat.
So you're gonna. So you fall down here. You're on the ground, so you're nowhere close to it. You fall 50 feet straight down, and take 14 bludgeoning damage as you collide with the ground.
If it's 50, that's 2 more d6, by the way.
Oh, right. You're right. I rolled for 30. There we go.
Had to help you out there, Cope.
Yeah. You're on a roll tonight.
It's a really great scene as he comes barreling around the corner, his brow furrowed in rage, and as he leaps in the air, the rocks swarm around his body, engorging in size. And he reaches out with one hand, and it's like the camera zooms in, and he's like 2 inches away, and he just falls straight down.
Hey, you throw the skull.
Freya, this thing's clear as day to you.
I'm there, take out my crossbow, take a shot.
With advantage.
Oh, would I have had advantage?
It's not an
No.
attack roll. It's an
Oh,
opposed athletics.
Yeah, grappling's not technically an attack roll in the system. It's weird.
Feels like
That's
it should
weird.
be, but what do I know?
Okay.
Don't forget you get a second one as well.
Yeah. I didn't roll with advantage for some reason. Nope.
Nope, it's a miss.
Jesus, we're all rolling really low these last couple rounds.
Taskill.
Well, let's see. If I run straight out here, I'll just barely see its bug butt around the corner.
Yep,
Which is probably bad for a shot.
but it might work for a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have guiding bolt up the butt.
Remember, it's vulnerable to fire damage. You do know this from experience.
Sadly, I don't have ranged fire abilities, but I can throw this at him. But it will miss.
Don't worry. If we all miss the next turn,
Although it might
just
have
wombo
advantage.
combo and
It does
throw
have
right
advantage.
at it.
I'm just gonna put your little spiritual weapon right there.
Okay. That
I meant-
works.
Made a little hammer for you.
Oh, I like it.
It's actually better positioning too. Although I think it'll be out of range either way on that next turn.
Yeah. Either way, you can do one
20
more
plus
roll.
4.
You have advantage.
2. So 20 plus 6. Which
Wait, that was-
That will hit.
Oh boy.
So if you just click that spiritual weapon. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead. Come on.
Oh my god, it's got 1 hit point. It's so badly hurt.
Thrum just needs to wombo combo throw Freya at it.
He is
Yes.
prone. So, Fergus.
I'm gonna come running out and use bonus action dash to get towards the edge and see it's still alive. See Thrum on the ground, like, oh god, Thrum's dead. How are we gonna fucking and just fire shot?
Yeah. That'll hit. And don't roll for damage because you will kill.
Well, I want to anyway. Wow, 2 on the sneak attack.
It plummets and it goes black.
Right onto Thrum.
Alcohol rains down all over Thrum, and he feels better.
Yeah.
It's like a bad scene out of like a stripper club. Just a bunch of rain falling on him.
Oh.
We're out of combat.
Yeah, we're out.
I don't think that's drinking alcohol.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Thrum cure wounds if that would show up.
Oh, you can cure?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm also gonna cut that thing off of my foot now.
Yeah, you don't need to roll. You just automatically do it.
You guys seen this? Where I'm
No.
clicking cure wounds?
I've heard it like 3
It's
times,
just-
but I haven't seen it.
Look at that. It's not
Yeah.
not giving me anything.
It's a D8 plus your into the modifier if it's one of your spells. So
Huh.
It does that sometimes.
1d8 plus my intelligence 3. Boop. What? Why did it added a 6 on the end?
So
Well, it's still 6 health,
yeah, it's 6 health.
not 39.
Thank you.
No, I
Max.
think 39 is good.
And then you also, I assume you shrink. Thrum.
Yeah, he shrinks, and he's going to pull out a poultice and apply it himself. I misjudged that last jump. I really thought I had that beastie.
Literally, the fall did the
I'd-
most damage to Thrum.
I'd say save any consumables, because if there's another
Rest.
encounter, yeah, it'll be after a short rest at the very least. Yeah.
Although seeing Thrum is fine on the ground, Fergus is gonna roll his eyes and go examine that pile that we saw in the back.
Sure. Sifting through that pile, it's mostly just bones and bug shells of their prey, but you do find the withered, dehydrated remains of what you assume to be 2 drow.
Mm-hmm.
Searching them, you find 2 chain shirts that they were wearing, and in one of them, in a pouch holster, you find a wand.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay,
I'll
so
get back to the overworld map.
take it out to everybody and show them what I found. Chain shirts we can use for materials if we need to. Although, are chain shirts considered light?
They're medium.
They're medium.
Okay.
No,
I know
that's
there's a
chain
chain.
mail. Hold on.
There's a chain that's a short.
Chain.
Like if I can get it crafted into something I
I'm
can wear.
pretty sure it's
I'm looking at the armor sheet. Chainmail's heavy.
yeah, chain shirt's medium.
Chain shirt's medium.
Okay. Well,
You'll
either
have
way.
to wear it sideways.
Yeah, it'd have to be tailored since it's elf, but
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
can Taskill take that material from a chain shirt and turn it into another chain shirt?
probably.
I will say resizing armors, even through non-magical means, it'll take some downtime, but if you're proficient with blacksmithing tools, I won't have you roll. I kind of feel like that's just what you know how to do as
Yeah,
a
pretty sure
blacksmith.
there's at least 2 people in the party who have proficiency with blacksmithing tools.
Yeah.
So, what should we roll to try and identify the wand?
If we have the spell identify, you can do it as a ritual.
If
I
all
know-
spells,
Yeah, I do know that.
someone could do Arcana as well. So.
yeah, we'll do it as a ritual later.
Okay.
I mean,
Keep
can't you do
keep
that as
forgetting
part
it's a
of?
rank 1 spell.
You could probably do it as part of downtime.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, not downtime. Doing a short rest. It would add
Yeah.
another 10 minutes to it, but I feel like we all need that right now.
Yes.
Yeah, since the wounded can heal or recuperate a little bit, and I can do that. So
I'm back to full though.
Or I'll roll 2 hit dice.
You can do one at a time, by the way, and you can just choose
Oh.
to keep doing it until you don't need it anymore. It's a thing that I read that you can actually do, so you don't have to well, I only used those 2, but I should have used 3, yada yada.
Will get me back to full.
Yeah, you rolled pretty good on those.
Hmm.
No, I wasn't going to say it at the time, Richard, But when you were pulled up there with the two monsters, I'm surprised when I told you that you could still move, you didn't do an Harold Flynn move where you calculate the fact that it was a 50-foot drop and you've got 60 foot of tongue. So you jump off and then you cut it at the bottom.
That would have been cool, but he didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah, that's fair.
At that point, he was still healthy enough to not die, hopefully, but...
Could you imagine that, though? You jump off, you land, and you're like, haha, and you go to cut it, and your dagger just slides, and you're like, well, shit, and then you just get yanked straight back up.
Yeah, that's another issue.
But yeah, that's about the only thing you find of value in this lair.
Yeah. I mean, the wand itself is usually pretty nice, because wands recharge in 5e.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure.
Generally, they have like 3 to 5 charges, and they recharge like 1d3 plus 1 every day.
You don't have to spend resources to do it?
Nope.
Like spell slots or anything?
Nope.
Wow. That's
And
nice.
it can be used by anybody, I think, for a wand.
Yeah, it can be used by anyone.
Because usually they have a flat DC on them.
Yeah.
And what do you roll for the DC?
You don't roll anything for the DC. To identify the item, you usually have to have the identify spell, which I know an Artificer and a Forge Cleric both have it.
Mm.
So either one of them could do a 10-minute ritual, just find out what exactly it is.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that because we did it during the short rest. So.
Yeah.
Better to find out now in case we need it really quickly here.
Mm-hmm. It is a wand of acid arrow.
Nice.
It has got 3 charges. And it recovers 1d2 minus 1 charges a day.
Still the 4d.
Minimum recovery of 1, or can it do 0?
No, it could do 0.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
And if you use the last one in a wand, usually it has a risk of breaking as well. So keep that in mind.
does.
I'm
So
guessing
usually you
it
want
was
to keep one
supposed
if you have it.
Given that this was a Pathfinder AP, I'm guessing it was supposed to have very few charges on it anyway.
Yeah, I had to downgrade it a little bit, but I'm honoring it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doesn't, I'm looking in the PHB, it doesn't look like there's a
Melf's acid
core
arrow.
for us. Melf's, yeah. Right, because D&D got to keep the wizard names.
Yep.
Because they were D&D property.
Yeah. I just use the 5e tools, and I can just search it on the references spell.
The only one I ever remember is Mordenkainen, and I think Liamon's the tiny hut and all that line.
Those are going back to my original days.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Also, so you know, how wands usually work is that you can expend multiple charges of the wand to cast the spell at a higher level.
Mm-hmm. Also, this one has a spell attack modifier, so does it have one for it, or would it go off
I'm trying
of
to figure out what that would be.
Because if the spell attack usually goes off of people's, and I guess you could just say whatever mental stat they have highest.
On this...
No, there's usually a 1 in it, I thought.
Sheets. On a hit, the target takes 44 acid immediately and 2d4 the next turn. On a miss, it still takes half that. So...
That's solid damage.
Trying to look up an example here.
At low level.
Yeah, it will be DC 13.
Still not bad for a reusable thing.
For no matter who uses it, so.
Especially since that's 4 to 16 damage for a hit.
DC 13, did they have to roll to overcome the...
Because this is an attack roll. This isn't a save.
Oh, it's not. Then it would be a +3.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I was quickly reverse engineering from looking at other references.
No worries. So probably give it to someone who has limited ranged options. Probably like Thrum or probably you, Taskill.
Yeah. And I do have 19 bolts left. Unless I could have recovered the one, but I didn't say I'd try to, so it's gone.
Yeah, could I have recovered my dagger?
Yeah, you can.
It's not limited. Did you see him jump? Or more correctly, fall?
All right.
Oh, was somebody nice enough to get my axe from up there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick bio, so I'll be right back.
No worries.
Since we're about at the halfway point.
That's a good. I'll join you. I'll be in there in a minute, Gombo.
You know, a thought occurs to me.
Hmm.
If the other entrance was just as bad, and we're heading towards we're gonna have to do something with this cart and the yak, because
Yeah.
they're not terribly stealthy, and I imagine there's gonna be drow patrols as we get closer.
Well, that's why I wanted to hit up the fungal people. If there's a way we can like bargain with them to like do something, we could maybe leave the wagon somewhere nearby.
Of course, we also still don't know how far that is.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yo.
I leveled with you. When I converted that wand over to 5e from Pathfinder, I totally forgot wands recharged.
I mean, you could just say that this one's kind of broken and it doesn't recharge if you want to have it.
Yeah, tell you
Because
what.
it is a second level spell.
It is a second level spell. This is what I'll do. This one doesn't recharge, but I'll give you the amount of charges it was going to have in Pathfinder, which is 6 instead of 3.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah. I will be better about researching this shit next time. That's on me.
I think that's a good deal because it's not going to be very valuable for long with that damage. But right now it's perfect.
Oh, hey, there's a feat for dwarves called Grudge Bearer.
I'm not surprised. Is everyone back, or are we waiting for anyone?
I don't know.
Speak now if you're not here.
Michael's still muted, so I don't know.
Haven't heard words from Loki or Michael.
I'm not
Michael
here,
just
no.
unmuted.
Okay, so Michael's here.
Yeah, guys, I'm gone.
Yeah, Michael's not here right now.
Hmm.
He just said so.
The player you had tried to contact is currently asleep.
Yeah, but you guys really killed those things.
Those gave us a run for our money, man.
Oh yeah, I know that they.
Fergus could very well have been dead before any of us got up there.
Yeah.
Those
I'm glad I
things
cut it the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things were CR3 per, and they had over 50 HP.
Loki had a great idea of getting sucked up there.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
I'm pretty sure Fergus might have bit it had he not tried to jump off.
Oh yeah, if I got pulled up there initially and they got to like double team me.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I think Loki just said he's back now too.
Yep.
So we're good again.
Good thinking there, Nolgrim. Let him lift you up. Free ride.
Well, let's go beat the shit out of some drow.
So is Thrum keeping the not Thrum, Taskill keeping the wand, or are we giving it to Thrum? Or
I have no real opinion either way.
I'm fine with you taking it. I don't know that. I mean, if we get another one, it makes sense for Thrum, but I'm always.
I think we've all got a ranged option, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that there was no confusion later on. Like, who has it again?
I'm going to try and keep Thrum in the front lines doing stupid shit, so
That's fair.
the more tactical player can wield the wand better.
It's immune to fight. Nope.
So what?
We were just joking that time that in Way of the Wicked we were having a boss fight and you had Nasirima and your Hellhound and multiple of your supporters all fireball the exact same thing. That was immune to
Oh yeah,
fire.
and Timian.
Yeah, and Tim. It's like, oh my god.
Gombo, going back a little bit to that cave, would I have been able to drain some of their blood in some like empty vials or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Essentially, make some like Molotovs.
Now that time is like calmed down, anyone can roll me a knowledge nature or a knowledge history looking at these things.
I'm gonna help because I'd like a bottle of that to see if I can't brew something out of it.
I'll try history, although it looks like people have already done much better than I did.
Yeah.
I'll go with Nolgrim because he got the natural 20 here. As Fergus is draining the blood of the one that was in this cave to collect some of it, you have a eureka moment there, Nolgrim. Because even if you don't know much about nature, you do know a lot about dwarven history. And you did hear stories about monsters that live in caves that catch things like this. They call cave fishers. And the reason why this comes into your mind is because many dwarven holds like to hunt cave fishers for their blood because it is a great additive to dwarven ale. They use it for alcoholic flavoring.
I was interested in brewing in the future.
It's
Now
actually
for these guys.
it's not like pure alcohol, so it's actually drinkable in its current state too.
And Thrum would hold up one of his pots and a couple of coils from the back of the wagon and be like, if we find the right mushrooms, I can probably mix that in and get a good brew going. I dabbled in it a bit and I passed.
I do have a question for you, Thrum. How did you did you carry your pot and coils 50 feet straight up with you?
No, they're in the wagon.
So how you get up and down? I was going to ask you guys when you're done this cave. How
I have a grappling hook, pittance, and rope, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, cool. I was just going to hit you guys with that, but yeah, you can get up and down then.
So collect as much of the blood we can. They would probably collect it for alcohol, but how much would I be able to collect in like some? I know I have like 2 vials because one was a potion and one was that poison. Would I just be able to say I can make like a couple Molotovs or something?
Yeah, I would say 2 vials.
I mean, because rags and some flammable liquid.
Yeah, let me look up because I know there's Alchemist Fire.
Alchemist Fire does 1d4 damage on the start of each turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's an improvised weapon, 20 feet.
That sounds pretty reasonable to me for alcoholic blood.
Yeah. And then it can end its flame damage as a DC 10 dexterity check as an action.
Yeah, I would say you can get, you know what, I'll round you up and I'll say you can get 3 vials of that. So it'll function as 3 Alchemist Fires.
Cool beans.
Maybe it'll take like a bonus action to prime them since you actually need to like light them before you throw them, but other than that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, you guys are, if you have some decanters that can hold, you're able to get some alcoholic blood from these cave fishers.
Tastes like
I would assume the brewer's supply kit came with some kind of...
Yeah, you probably have a like small cask, like
Okay.
a 1 foot tall type thing. You can add that to your list.
Whoa. The cave giant I could deal with. Alcoholic blood. Really?
You drink enough, everybody gets there.
Oh yeah, that's true. You take mine, it probably just has a residual level any given day.
All right, so you guys pressing on
Here.
in a new day.
Gombo, what's your count so far on days?
Let me see.
Five?
661 days.
Do you know how many for this session?
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. 5 days.
Okay, that's what I have. All right, and you're at 61 days overall?
Yeah, 61 days overall.
Okay.
I need to get like one of those clickers that the attendants have at Costco. Whenever you walk in, they just click it.
By the way, starting again the next day, I'm going to start keeping an eye out for anything interesting in terms of like mushrooms or if there's any kind of weird like fruit growing down here. Anything that might spark my attention.
Yeah. You can give me a survival roll while I flip through the PDF again.
Also, each morning, I guess, while we're breaking camp and Taskill's doing his prayers, Thrum's gonna forage a little bit as well, but it's so he can make his poultices.
Gotcha. Yeah, nothing particularly special jumps out at you with that roll.
No worries. I just figured I'd bring it up again because I forgot to the last few days of it.
Yep. And your poultices are automatic, if I remember correctly, Thrum. So.
Yeah, I don't think I have to roll for it unless you want to.
No, I'm not gonna.
Step it up.
I'm not gonna bust your nuts over it. Like maybe in a barren cavern, but in the fungal jungle, you're good to go.
Okay. What's the long rest? How do you recover your hit die you spent?
You recover half of them each time.
Yeah.
Okay,
each long rest you recover half.
I would only recover one then if I spent all three, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So on the next day, you continue traveling along the wall.
But you recover all your hit points during that rest?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay. As you are coming along, you do notice that rolling off from, let me see, this direction, if you see my arrow, is another wall of violet mist.
And let's pick it up again.
Yeah, don't trust it just because we trusted it once.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me roll a thing.
Athletics checks again?
Yeah, athletics checks.
I'm riding in the wagon. Freya, I suggest you get up here too.
Jump in the wagon. I feel like we could get her in the wagon before we have to make these.
Yeah, you have time. It's a matter of how heavy the wagon is.
Okay.
Watch the ox trip.
Yeah, I don't know what about this. It's like the opposite of when I first started playing Greg's. Or maybe it's the same. I'm rolling low.
All right, so 16. Is that everyone? With everyone else riding?
Yep, because it would just be Taskill, Nolgrim, and Thrum outside of the wagon.
The only person getting left behind is Nolgrim. I don't know how that's happening, because I'll let you know. The fog has a random DC to outrun it, and I rolled bare minimum. It's DC 9, so this fall is absolutely crawling. So Nolgrim, how did you fall behind everyone?
Imagine he's still feeling some of the effects of getting knocked out, a little bit of a concussion going on, and despite trying to ease himself back to health, he's still a little woozy.
You did say though those mushrooms that were like glue.
Yeah. Got your foot caught on one of those. By the time you pull it free, it's on top of you. So let's see here. Ooh, that's not good for you. Okay.
Yay.
So it does 4 poison damage, and it's gonna be in your area for 9 rounds. Don't forget, you have resistance to poison damage, so
I may die here still.
Give me that another athletics.
Alright.
Just him or everybody?
No, everyone else totally outran this thing.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
The dice
Poor
gods
Nolgrim.
have turned against me.
So don't forget you're having this damage.
Yep. Ooh.
No save required, just automatic half.
It's automatic
Okay.
half, because that's how dwarven poison resistance works.
Another one.
Yep. It's gonna get a little bit harder because you're like in the thick of it. Oh no!
Holy crap.
This is 3 in.
Oh Lord, our rolls tonight have not been well.
How'd you get 8 twice? That would have succeeded, except it's been slowly going up.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Nolgrim, what the hell are you doing lollygagging? Do you need help?
You guys have straight up lost sight of him, by the way.
Oh, no.
All right, come on, Loki.
I'm trying, goddammit.
You can do this.
Nope.
No, God.
Your athletics isn't bad.
No, it's
I
not.
know.
It's half round down.
I will tell you this. You need to get a 12 to beat it right now. There you go.
Oh,
So you guys finally come to a halt. You see like the fog is well far away now. It's drifting up against a different section. You're clear. And you look around and you don't see Nolgrim anywhere. And then coming out of the foliage, he's almost entirely pink, covered in these violet spores. And he's just coughing and hacking, and his eyes are just terribly bloodshot as well.
Wasn't that bad the last time?
This just hasn't been my week.
Oh, laddie, you need to take a seat in the cart and here.
Maybe wash off.
Dramatically
the
cure wounds. And...
Yeah, because I'm down to 6 hit points.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'd be
Thrum's
super
gonna
dead if it wasn't for the resistance.
And then a pterodactyl scoops him up. No.
A pterodactyl scoops him up and drags him back to the clown.
The worst.
a tongue wraps around his neck and rips him up.
Just the tongue wraps around his neck, and he's like, "No, guys, don't do anything at this point. It's what's needed." And he just disappears. Honestly, it's a relief at the moment.
Yeah.
That was 3 healing from a poultice that Thrum pressed on you, trying to clear off the poison bits.
That helps.
Not much.
I think I'm just going to take a nap for a bit. It's not been a good couple of days.
Why don't we take a rest here and wash this boy off?
I mean, he could probably just rest in the cart so we don't lose any traction.
Yeah. Give him
I'll actually get out and walk. For once.
Thrum and give him a war skin and show him how to wash off the poison. Using the poultice, I don't know, thematically.
Yeah. Ivy leans over the edge of the cart to where Nolgrim is and says, "So, is the fungal jungle everything you thought it would be, Nolgrim?"
It's getting there, yeah. Figured it was going to be a pain in my ass when it was mentioned, and it's doing a good job at being exactly that.
Well, hang strong, big man. I'm sure we'll get to the other side at some point.
It remains to be seen if it'll be in one piece.
I mean, unless the giant mushrooms start coming to life and stepping on us, I think we should be fine.
I wouldn't put it past it. He would eye the nearest giant mushroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see you through all this foreshadowing. All right, so that's another day. So how do you guys want to do this? Do you want to keep hugging the wall to the west, or do you want to go straight? Or to the other directions too, but I assume you're just trying to make your way north, because that's the map you have.
If we keep following the wall, we'll come across the fungus people.
From what I
Might
gathered,
not be
they weren't violent, so
Might not be a bad idea. Try and do a little restocking if we can.
Take care of our yak.
it might just be able to communicate with somebody who's friendly and have a fallback point if we really fuck up scouting across Vothis.
And gentlemen, you never know, they might not like the drow either.
Yeah.
If we get up there and it's too much for just us, it wouldn't hurt to have some backup. But I agree. touching base with the people around here is a good idea. We've been doing it so far. Hasn't hurt us yet. And you never know what kind of ale fungus people brew.
I imagine 0.
Yeah, they might not have digestive systems.
I would make a photosynthesis joke, but I don't think they get that down here.
The hell's the sun?
One of these days we're going to cast daylight down here and everyone's going to lose their minds.
Oh man, I love the joke from Team 4 Stars second Bardock movie Abridged, where it's all like he's trying to do the mental math and he turns to the bad guy. Yo, what year is it? He goes 2184. It's like AC or BD. The hell are those? Yep, I'm in the past. All right. Do you keep moving?
Yes, we're gonna kill some drow.
Hugging the wall still?
Yep.
Hugging the wall.
I guess we'll learn our lesson if another kingfisher pulls us up.
I mean, you say that, but when have we ever learned lessons?
A freaking Rancor from Star Wars Kool-Aid Man's through the wall.
It says,
I mean, you don't even have to
"Don't
do that, just
travel
purple
along
worm."
the wall."
You ever heard of a land kraken? Well, you're about to meet a lich one.
I was half expecting to see a bunch of flying like manta ray creatures in this place. Make sure they really stole something from WoW.
Wait until you see the Vampagorgon.
Hey, we're in the Underdark. I'm fully expecting at least one point we're gonna get mind fucked by those fucking Cthulhu monster people.
Mind
flayers.
People.
So, I'm just gonna let you guys know this. I roll on every hex. I roll on a random encounter table. It's a 1d20 roll to see if you'll get a random encounter. You get stuff on a 20 or a 1. I have gotten a 20 the past 3 times I have rolled. So,
Something's gonna happen.
Nice.
more purple mist is rolling in.
God damn it.
So you only get encounters on a 20 and a 1?
Yeah,
That seems low.
you'd
Yeah, we
think
haven't
that, but
had
you
that
guys have had like
much.
6 encounters so far. So
Look at how many hexes we've been through.
Our
Yeah.
Fungus come back for more. Came to finish the job.
It's basically a 1 out of 10.
Yep.
this one is like flowing in through the north.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the wagon because I will not be able to outrun this with athletics. Although outrunning you would think acrobatics would be able to function.
Not this day.
Come on, S. Yeah, Nolgrim's like beating ass. No.
Okay.
Come on, Esky.
Esky, I swear to God.
Right.
Esky, come on. This is a bad omen.
Yeah.
That's all
No.
right.
I called it.
So, Thrum, ever spry, takes off like a shot. Nolgrim, frickin' Hussein bolts it. However, the wagon falls behind and does fall into the mist.
Oh god, no.
Oh wait, well, did I forget something? I think. You know what? I forgot that, so I'll just don't worry about it.
Can I do an animal handling to get...
Unfortunately, it's just raw strength at this
Okay.
point. So let me do some stuff real quick. 1 second. Just don't fret your pretty little heads.
I just don't know if Thrum would leave Esky behind.
I mean, if
So
you want
I
to stay in
already
the
have
fog,
some
it's
senses
up to
on
you.
Could I
Yeah,
assist
gonna
and
stay
try to
around.
push it?
I'm just gonna say this: it won't up Esky's roll.
like I couldn't do an animal handling to give her advantage.
No.
Okay.
This is her pulling all of her might.
Next round.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay.
But you are voluntarily putting yourself in the fog, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the fog then.
Okay.
take care of the mission. Taskill and Nolgrim are all about to die.
Okay. Okay, so here.
I'm pretty sure I can run away if I need to.
So those of you in the fog with Eski and everything like that, you are actually not suffering any damage right now at all.
Woo!
All right.
That doesn't mean good.
Can he do an animal handling? Is this the next round yet to try and help her out?
It is the next round.
Of course it means good.
Of course it means good.
Why
There'll be
would
no
that?
side effects later on.
Look, mesothelioma.
Diabetes.
That's
It's a very
not good.
sugary fungus.
Phantom itch.
Crotch rot.
All right. So yeah, that's not going to be high enough. So this is just Eski's normal roll. Nope.
Come on, girl.
Okay, let me
This
do a
is
thing.
nothing to bathe in.
It really likes 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Gombo's a hacker.
All right, give me another animal handling. Oof.
Really?
again.
Another 8?
If we roll another 8,
Iski, get back up. Don't lay down.
She's
This
getting
is no time
tired.
to go to sleep.
Gombo just changed his algorithm there to make it a 6 so he wouldn't catch on.
No.
I'm kidding. There are ways to cheat as a game master if you need to.
Yeah. All right. I'll have you know the cloud is starting to dissipate, so this will be the last round, no matter what. So go ahead and give me another animal handling. Nope.
Come on, girl.
Yep,
Get
the
up.
dice have officially turned against us.
And oh my god, you have no idea. Eski manages to put forth the final ether and pulls out of the fog.
But we all have gonorrhea.
No, you're all fine.
For now.
Something bad was about to happen.
It's probably like a 3-round duration that if we're
Yeah.
not out of it, it has like a bad save or something.
Nuclear explosion.
All right.
Someone likes a match.
So from the rest of the day goes on pretty normally. I assume you guys just do camp as normal.
Mhm.
Okay.
When you go to bring Eski the feed, you do notice that Eski looks really weak, and she snorts and coughs a little bit, and a little bit of spores comes out, and she has the bloodshot eyes like Nolgrim had. Those particular spores were poisonous only to beasts. And I'll tell you this now, she was at 2 hit points when she succeeded the last roll.
Oh my god.
But she is going to have the poisoned condition for the next 4 days.
Ooh.
Fellas, I think we're gonna have to.
I was doing all these GM rolls, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh my god.
Have those
Jeez.
scorpions hatched yet?
I think we left them back at the base.
No,
No,
I
we
thought
took
you brought
them
them
with
with you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Because
We
the
had,
whole
like, 3
thing
of
is
them,
eventually
don't
Esti's gonna die, and they're gonna be big enough to pull the cart.
Yeah, but they're just eggs right now in our box.
Have we checked the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We should
they're
check the box.
insects. Their lifespan, I imagine, even if they're giant insects.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to start feeding them.
Yeah.
Have they hatched yet?
They have not hatched yet, but you do feel a little bit of rattling from inside the eggs.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing we brought some mother meat for them.
Oh.
They're
You-
insects, so it
You
works.
say that like it's not something that bugs do.
I know, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of scorpions actually killed the father to put in the nest with the eggs.
You say
Oh,
it like
man,
it's not
you
a thing
were
a bunch of animals do.
You were so close. You were so close to losing the yak.
Oh. She's gonna go down eventually, man. All right,
Yeah,
so
we wanna-
let's setting up
cure
camp.
up the yak. I'm gonna do a cure wounds on.
It will return to full health with a full rest as well, but the poisoned condition will not go away.
I still. with a full rest, I'll get the spell back, and I don't want to take the risk.
Yeah,
What does
makes
that
sense.
condition do to her?
Basically, disadvantage on everything.
Alright. Yeah, I'll wipe her down with the poultice. Poultice?
And then the next day, another cloud.
Why do I roll so bad on my poultices?
It's like our
It's 1d8, right?
Mhm.
1d8 plus 3. I think that's the Cure Wounds one. For the love of God, don't let the yak die until we have the scorpions grow.
Yeah, so that's 14 for Eski.
Yep.
Also, it's worth mentioning, unless we get a bigger cart, we can just kill one of the scorpions.
Yeah, I forgot. How many eggs do you have?
I think we've got like 5. I've got it.
Yeah, I rolled randomly.
I
So
thought we had 3, but either way, we're not gonna need all of them.
hopefully you guys know that down in your cart or loot handout.
I know we had at least 3.
We can listen to the recording.
Yeah.
I think we had 5 because you rolled max on it. I remember
Yeah.
that.
5
Yes.
actually does sound right now that you say it.
Yeah, I know it was 3 or more.
Also, we need to make that scorpion armor for Eski eventually too.
Yeah, we got to build it. Well, we've got 4 days of downtime now.
Building-
Are you choosing to camp out here in the middle
You
of
know,
the
the
jungle for
fog
4
can just
days?
come back while we're chilling here.
The fog
The
will
Gombo's
always come
already
back.
told us we can't craft while on the move.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to camp out here for 4 days to a week, that's up to you.
We could camp out and forage and craft and let Eski heal if y'all want to.
Maybe when we were back at the cave, not right now.
If
Well,
we were at
it's-
somewhere safer than open air,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's a good reason to get to the fungus people.
Yeah, let's focus on that for now, because I don't like the idea of just camping here for 4 days in the open. Because eventually it will draw attention of just sedentary creatures.
I think we'd be all right, but then again, I don't think we have to worry about Eski doing too much as long as we don't ride in the wagon with her.
I mean, what are the chances of him rolling another 20 and giving us another fungus cloud?
Ah,
I'd say at least 50%.
quite impossible.
Well, I just rolled it again. It's not another fungus cloud, but roll initiative against the giant.
Oh,
Hey, let's at least go a little ways and see if we can't find these mushroom people.
yeah.
All right.
Head on.
Another day. Let me reveal the next area of the
My
new day.
God. You fix the miles so they actually calculate, and
Mhm.
that's just depressing to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it depressing?
Because I realized that in 2 weeks' time we had walked the distance of the state of Georgia.
Yeah. I will spoil this for you. According to the book, the interior cavern of the Fungal Jungle is about the size of the state of New Hampshire.
Jeez.
This is a cavern of such immensity that it does not exist in. Oh, it could exist in reality. The Earth's mantle is deep as shit.
Yeah.
But we just are not aware of any such caverns existing.
Mhm.
All right. So on this day, you're hugging the wall, and you do see a rather large but kind of unassuming small tunnel going into the wall here at ground level.
Making a note of that.
Not going near the tunnel.
Mhm.
Thrum's going to do a perception or survival, whichever you'd like, to see if he can determine any footprints of anything having come in or out on the ground or on the
yeah.
wall.
That'd be survival.
Okay.
You do notice some rather strange footprints. They're definitely like in the pattern of like bipeds walking, but the feet are like perfectly round or almost perfectly round. As perfectly round as something in nature could be.
Yeah.
But
so,
they are roughly the size of like a humanoid foot.
so
And there's a bunch of them going in and out of the tunnel.
so he'd share that? Anybody have any clues? I'm guessing This might be our first fungus people.
Something like this too. Do we want to check it out?
I think so. Maybe not weapons out though.
Just to play it safe, Nolgrim's going to cast Armor of Agathist on himself.
Does not look like ice armor.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna mage armor up, so up my AC a little bit.
Would it be a bad idea to let them know we're here, holler in, and ask if anyone's home? We're not gonna get the drop on them with no weapons drawn anyway.
Aye, go for it.
Hello in there! He's gonna yell in Undercommon.
You hear nothing.
Alright, let's go check. We're just travelers.
You guys are pulling in. Eski's very much limping along.
Oh, definitely not bringing the card in.
Oh, okay. Are you just leaving the cart outside with just Eski by themselves, or how are you splitting it up?
Should we have Ivy stay behind with the cart to come get us if something goes down?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
See if we can get permission to make camp in their entryway. At least until Eski's better.
That's a good idea.
A little Ivy's a little disappointed she doesn't get to see the Fungus City, but she understands.
Hey, lass, I'll stay here if you want to go on ahead.
Nah, she'll stay put.
Besides, if we wind up camping here, she'll have more time to come see anyway.
Mm-hmm. So you guys go into it. It's maybe like a 15-minute walk down this tunnel. If the interior of it is kind of lit because there's lots of smaller glowing mushrooms along it, unlike the normal stark barren tunnels of the main passageways. And then eventually gets much taller, much higher, until you reach a point where there is a massive gate made of what looks like petrified fungus wood with small parapets of stone on either side of it. And they have these little towers that are topped with they kind of look like mushrooms, but they're not actual mushrooms. They're fungus wood planks designed to just look like a mushroom type hutch. And along the top of it, you see a bunch of humanoid figures, which you can just make out in the gloom, kind of looking like... Let me drop it in the Skype chat. These suckers.
That is very intimidating looking.
Mm-hmm.
You see quite a few of them up there. You can kind of tell from... Well, you can't tell the ones up at the top. You can just see their silhouette. Because there is light coming from behind them, kind of a purplish green. And there are 4 of them that are on the ground in front of the gate. And they are very calmly walking up to you as you're pulling up. They have spears, but otherwise no other armor. One of them just kind of raises its hand like a halt thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we halt, I imagine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Walks up to you. Oh, go ahead, yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know why Thrum feels the need to lead this, but he'd raise his hand as if in greeting, not as in halt. And in Undercommon, say, "Hello there. We're just travelers who are seeking sanctuary."
One of them comes up. When I say they have spears, they're not pointing spears at you. They're just carrying them.
Yeah.
Like walking stick kind of carrying or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's at side. The lead one comes up, and you can kind of see, as you saw from that picture, they kind of have these milky white eyes that don't have pupils, but they still have these eyebrow ridges that have vague facial expressions. And it looks at you in just this silence, and then just spores from its head just spray out and covers all of you, and you have a brief moment of coughing, and then all of you hear a voice inside your head. It's very deep, very earthy, but also very calm and very monotone. I can't do it very well, but I'm going to try to. It says, "Greetings, travelers." Sorry, repeat what you said again, Co. I was still caught up in my description. I forgot.
We were travelers who are seeking sanctuary, essentially, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist.
Greetings, travelers. It is always good to see friends upon the world. Unfortunately, the city of Zand is closed to outsiders. I apologize for your journey here being so fruitless.
If I could field some of it, speaking in undercommon, would you perhaps gift us with the option of camping around the entrance so we are not so well exposed, and perhaps someone could come out here and perhaps we could trade for goods or anything you might need or anything we might need?
Give me a persuasion.
I always roll really low on my persuasions.
Yeah, our rolls are terrible tonight. Because you've got a +5 on that.
Yeah.
It kind of takes a step back and turns to one of the other one. A few more spores do shoot out, and then another one shoots out spores. And then it turns back to you group. And when it speaks, you all hear it in your mind. Also, interesting part, when it speaks in your mind, it's not speaking like undercommon or anything. It's speaking whatever language you're the most comfortable with. So for Fergus, it's probably common, but to the rest of you, it's probably dwarven inside your brain.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, it's very much universal communication. It says, currently, this is the dry season. We have very little to trade. However, if you wish to camp near the mouth of the cavern, you are welcome to do so for... let me roll here. A cycle. A single cycle if you... Yeah, basically. They don't have a concept of days, but you get the impression. So long as you do not get in the way of any of our hunting parties.
I feel that's fair, everybody. What do you think?
Eh?
Can't argue with that.
Even if you have nothing to trade, we'd enjoy speaking with an emissary to learn more about you and perhaps share some of our goods with you. Maybe once we've set up camp.
I will convey your wishes to our leader, the alchemist, and he will decide.
Do you, by chance, does your alchemist or the rest of you, able to read any particular language? I might be able to drop a letter of introduction, even if we're not allowed to enter.
We do not utilize written scripts in our...
I didn't think so.
The Zan. If you have no further business, please return to your camp at the front of the cavern.
I guess we would go back.
Yeah. Thank you.
The lead one that was talking gives like a nod. You can kind of get the impression that it's not something that it regularly does. It's just trying to do that to be polite to outsiders because it's not something that mammals do. Like, its head doesn't quite bend the same way yours does, so it's like part of its torso kind of moves forward as well. They return to their stations. Yeah. You return to Ivy, who's camping out with Eski. Eski's unhooked and laying down. Ivy's just kind of sitting next to her head and petting her. He goes, so how'd it go? Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, we won't be getting in, but we've at least got permission to sit on this stoop for a day.
Maybe we can get Eski inside, just in case more of that fog rolls in.
Well, that's good.
I do hope they send someone out. I'd love to hear what they hunt. Maybe some of their knowledge about the edible fungus around here. Although, I don't know what they might enjoy eating from our wagon.
Didn't look like they had a real mouth.
No.
Yeah. Definitely no mouths.
Maybe some salt. No.
I imagine we won't have much that they're wanting at the moment.
No.
If they do come out, we might be able to trade them for the chainmail. Maybe they could use some metal. But
At this point, I'd almost give it to him as a gift.
yeah, some good faith down here could probably go a long way eventually.
I think we've found the masters of this realm as well.
Yeah, they were better. They had more defenses than the gnomes of Fastervault.
Yeah.
Kind of have to when they're this close to Vothis.
Oh yeah. So you all are camping out here for the night, the equivalent thereof. Let me see here. Freya, you regularly have first watch according to the camping notes.
Okay.
Yeah. As you are partway into your watch, everyone's asleep. You do notice that coming out of the tunnel is a party of about 5 of the Zan. I'll let you know that characters. They're actually myconoids is their species, but they call themselves the Zan. It's easy to spell. So they're coming out. They're carrying spears. They don't look like they're coming towards you. They're just like walking past.
Okay.
Except for the one in the back that actually does look at you as the other ones are past, and it kind of like breaks off of the line of them, and it comes towards you, and it just kind of stops, and it's just staring at your party, just like right there.
I wave.
It looks down at its hand, and then it waves back.
Now you teach it how to boogie.
Yeah, this particular one is a little bit skinnier than the one that you saw by the gates, and it's got like a cord around its equivalent of neck with like some looks like animal talons or something on it.
You guys going somewhere?
Coming back sounded like.
Yeah. The other hunters were leaving.
Ah.
This one, he gets a little bit closer and he releases another cloud of spores. And he says, "Hello. I was curious, but I did not know how to make introductions. I do not speak too many non-Zan." I guess you'd say commune with many non-Zan.
Well, I know recently there was a research party that went through here.
Ah, yes. I heard about them. Tiny folk, but bald.
I'm guessing the people that just left are the hunting parties we were told not to get in the way of?
Yes, I am with them, but I hung back because I was curious. I apologize, but do your people have some sort of word to designate yourselves apart from others? I am called Urku.
Name's Freya. And then she'd go through and point at all the sleeping people
Yep.
and introduce them.
Do you do it for Eski too?
Yep.
Yep. Interesting. The big fuzzy one does not look well. Has it gotten enough water?
Yeah, it got caught in one of the fungal clouds.
Ah, yes. That can be dangerous for some non-Zan.
Looks like you guys are pretty well adapted for life out here, though.
My people have existed in this cavern for all of our history and all of our life cycles. No Zan has ever known a world beyond the jungle.
Well, perhaps we could trade knowledge for knowledge.
Did you just wake up?
No,
I mean-
I was here. Just
No, this was on Freya's watch.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, she would say, do you mind if I ask you a question about the other things that are in this cavern?
Ponders for a moment, releases another puff of spores as the last one wore off. Says, only if I may ask questions in return. I am curious about the world outside the jungle.
Well, we don't have anything to hide, and I guess you don't either. There's a, do you know what the drow are?
Yes, the drow. They wield weapons of cold stone and have wicked, evil tempers. They attack our hunting parties sometimes, but they do not draw close to the city of Zan.
To the north of here, we are aware of a fortress of theirs that we were going to scout out. Do you know anything about it?
Only that it is a place where the drow call home. No Zan has ever been outside the jungle. The drow guard the tunnel entrance. I believe they fear us. Or each other.
They are a cowardly lot. We've run into conflicts with them multiple times since we've been in the Underdark.
Indeed. Now, tell me, why is there a strange hole in the front of your body? Are you like beasts and do you eat from it?
She points at her mouth and says, "This?"
Yes.
She goes, "Yes, we eat from it, and it's also what we use to communicate with each other."
Interesting. What do you consume outside the jungle? The Zan only consume water.
Plants and animals.
Mushrooms.
Occasionally mushrooms like that are down here.
Curious. Awkward pause descends.
Yeah,
You
they're
ate our
basically mushroom
babies.
people. I basically just said we eat them anyways.
Yep.
Grandfather.
Listen, you don't know what the cultural norms are down here.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stretch. That's like saying eating a cow. It's like, that's an animal, like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She would say, so, backing up out of character.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a meeting with their leader or something, or they were going to ask about it?
They were going to convey a message to the leader to see if that's something that's going to happen. This is just a random hunter that broke off from his group to come talk to you because he was curious.
And she would say, well, regarding the drow, hopefully, after we have talks with your... What did you call him? What do you call him? Your leader?
The alchemist.
Alchemist?
The alchemist. Our knowledge
Yes.
of chemicals and reagents derived from the jungle are just quite expansive.
If we can secure some kind of protection for our yak or some safe haven that perhaps we might need to fall back to, the drow might no longer be a problem.
He looks around at all of your party. You are all mighty enough to defeat the drow?
We already faced them once in combat with long odds, too. Do we have anything from that combat? Did we take any of that with
two
us?
daggers.
Yeah, she would go through the wagon and pull out the daggers.
I see. The Zen have also killed some that attacked us in the jungle in the past as well. Of course, there are more threats than just the drow in the jungle.
Yes, well, what threats do you think we can expect here?
Well, you already know of the clouds that breathe.
Yes, they seem to have a variety of effects.
Indeed. There's a great many number of large animals, such as yourself, that also wish to consume the Zan. It stands to reason, based upon what you say, that they would also wish to consume you.
Yes, you already run into some of those as well. About the clouds, what, just based off of your knowledge, the effect seems variable. Is there any way to tell what we can expect? It might be hard to convey considering our sensory processes are much different.
I am unsure of how to tell them apart. All of the breathing clouds have no effect on the Zan. We only generally use them as cover to surprise prey.
Yes.
Out of character, it's because they're considered plant-type creatures, so things that affect humanoids and things that affect beasts do not affect them.
I'm also aware there's a giant down here.
The Gargant, like you, but bigger and uglier.
Thank you.
Thinks you're pretty.
Good. I used the compliment correctly. It also tries to eat the Zan.
Well, just between you and me, I figure we're not getting out of here without first confronting that thing as well.
It will be a very bad idea to confront it. Almost everything that does, dies. And that does not die is taken back to its lair.
Are we the first dwarves you've seen?
I assume a dwarf is you.
Yes.
So yes.
That explains it.
It is also, you should be on the lookout for the Skizral.
Yes, another foe we've encountered. Although, when we fought them, they seemed to be in league with the drow. Is that a common theme?
This is something that no Zan has heard of before, to my understanding.
Well, then consider that a little bit of precautionary knowledge.
Most of the Skizral hunt for prey to bring back to their own lairs. Though no Zan has been to their domain, they exist on the far side of the lake.
Out of character, any more questions? We've been over what I can think of.
By yourself, you really killed it.
I would ask if there's a island in the water there, because it seems to be questioning of it from the map we got.
She'd pull out the map and point where the water is and says, the gnomes we ran into, the ones that also passed through here, they made this map of the cavern and they seem to be speculating on an island in the lake. Do you know anything about that?
There is ground in the lake, though no Zan has been there for many, many cycles and many generations prior to my own. not since the earth shook and hot stone rained from its core.
Hmm. Well, that's just about all I can think of to ask. Do you have any more questions for me?
Tell me, why do you, dwarves, enter the jungle? Surely there are safer places for your kind than between the Drow and the Skizral and the Gargant.
You know how the jungle is where... I'm sorry, what are they called again? The fungal people?
The Zan.
The Zan.
Hmm.
You know how the jungle is the home of the Zan?
Yes.
Far away, past the jungle, there's a home of the dwarves that was taken away from us. We are going to reclaim it.
Did your people not have a home before? From place where you come from now?
Asking... I'm not quite sure what that's asking.
He has a very weird way of putting it, but he's basically asking if you had anywhere that you came from before. Like, if you're trying to reclaim a home, are you just homeless, basically?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to speak in an alien kind of way.
Well, after Dammerhall, that was the name of our home, was taken from us. Of course, dwarves lived in other parts of the world, but we were scattered for many, many years. If we don't reclaim Dammerhall now, then I fear it will never happen.
And so you and your dwarves venture through the jungle to reclaim your home. You put yourself at danger more than what's needed for hunting and survival, rather than just building a new home.
Thank you. Just mutter it in my sleep.
It's under his voice.
Yeah, I'm just sleeping. Oh, thank you.
Maybe it's a cultural difference between the Zan and the dwarves. But dwarves are beings of tradition. There's great ancestral history in Dammerhall. All of our cultures stem from there. It would be a shame to let that all go away forever.
If I understand this correctly, you quest to reclaim your home not as because is what's needed to do for pure survival, but because it is something that you choose to do, because it is something that you believe in.
Yes.
Many Zan would find that foolish. I believe it is perhaps quite brave. Thank you for speaking to me, Freya. I must take to the hunt. And he starts turning around and walking away, and he stops and he turns back to you and does another proof of spores. Also, it is quite strange that your home is named Dammerhall, but you are the dwarves. Would it not be more expedient to name your home Dwarf?
Maybe.
That way, all who know you know where you are from.
Maybe.
I mean, you can't argue with that logic.
Good luck on your hunt.
I wish you luck on your quest. I do hope we can speak again. And he walks off. Or it, really. And yeah, the rest of the night goes by without a problem. There you do see like a far off purple mist cloud, but it's not coming towards you. And though some more water does fall from the ceiling, you are taking cover in a little cavern, so you're nice and dry.
Yeah, that was one of two things I thought was going to happen. The other one is they're going to string us up and roast us over a fire. Also, I do wonder what they're hunting if they only need to drink water, but I didn't get the chance to ask that.
I imagine they compost whatever they catch. Because mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Or water is particularly wily around here. We haven't found the lake yet.
yes. Water is particularly wily around here. So what they do is they dress up as some really sexy water to lure it.
Water mating calls.
Just like Bugs Bunny. So yeah, it's a new dawn. No envoy from the city of Zan has come out to speak with you. I assume Freya tells everyone else about speaking to Miku. I'll put his name.
Yeah, she relays all the information she got from it.
If you all put that in your notes, Richard, for the summer.
A lot of it was stuff we already kind of knew.
Yeah, you guys hit the freaking gold mine by getting the random encounter to meet the gnome explorers really early on.
Yeah.
This city would have blown your mind if you hadn't spoken to him first.
Mm-hmm.
Thought they were hostile, just attacked them, started a war with some fungus.
Yeah, at least they're not gonna hinder us against the drow.
But Loki's too good at map making.
They said the spiders don't normally work with the drow.
Yeah.
I mean, we were told about that, I think, from the archaeologist that wasn't the usual thing either. So this just kind of confirms.
Maybe we could steal a flag from the drow and use it when we attack the Skizrel. Make them think that the drow attacked the Skizrel.
I'd imagine they know what a drow looks like.
But we
Put
could
the flags
press
in the
fungus.
What if we take their ship? Okay.
Oh wait.
What if we take their ship and use it to set the field on fire?
There we
No.
go.
Well,
Done.
that's frustrating that we didn't get a meeting or anything.
If we figure out a weak point, by the way, in the Drow's fortress, maybe we can convince the Skizrel that attacking them might be an easy way of getting food if we can find a suitable point of entry that isn't widely known.
I suspect they are cowed into either submission or tacit alliance, given that they're neighbors.
Either way, I'm not sure I want to make friends with the Skizra.
Probably not. But, at least try not killing everything before we resort to it, inevitably.
I have a feeling they're evil.
Probably.
Nah, those groups always covet more power. And they're going to lean toward whatever side benefits them.
Right. So.
Well, I don't know what one cycle is. They talked about the rainy season. They could be more traditional and that they go with the seasons here. But perhaps we move on since it doesn't sound like we're going to get anywhere with these folk.
How's this looking?
Sounds like they don't want to talk to us.
Another 2 days left on the poison condition.
So he's slowly starting to recover. Or she is.
Slowly starting to recover.
Damn it. What are we...
We could push it and just sit here. We don't know what a cycle is and play dumb.
I mean, I
No.
think it's safe enough to continue on. You just got to be extra careful with escort.
Yeah, just Voltus is right there, and I really am not comfortable either leaving our yak somewhere that's not in like a populated area or taking it to Voltus with us.
Yeah. Maybe we can go back and speak to whoever's guarding the gate and ask them if we could leave our beast there and with some food to be fed, and then offer them something in exchange.
Oh, let's at least see where Balthus is first.
We have a map.
Well,
We know it's very
Fungus
close
stuff.
to here.
Yeah,
If
it's
If it's another 40-foot climb to the top of the tunnel, then
Here, let's be on the lookout for caves.
Yeah, some kind of.
Let's
Well,
leave.
it's
Let's
taken
see
us
if we
what?
can't. Let's see if we can't make another scorpion
4, 5,
base.
6, 7, 8 days to get this far. And it's at least another 3 to where it's marked office on there. Assuming we didn't lose some detail.
There are so many creatures here. You need to just find a cave. Because it doesn't sound like the Zan wanna do that.
At least they're polite.
They're polite, yeah, but they're no gnomes that would take our shit and deal with it.
yeah, and they very clearly said no Zan are allowed in the city.
No non.
Or no non-Zan, yeah, sorry.
We're not allowed in our own city.
What the hell?
As I figure it
Y'all
right
going?
now,
We
at least we and the Zan have common ground if we need to come back.
Mhm.
I really don't feel like pushing them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say let's keep going this way, but be on the lookout for caves along the wall.
Yep.
That we could fit Eski in,
I agree.
so we can make another scorpion base on this side of the cavern.
I mean, fellas, let's face facts. We might crawl up there and find out that this is the grandest fortress that there's ever been, and we have no chance of bringing it down, and we need to find another tunnel or cave through. So let's just keep moving forward one step at a time. When we find the cave, half of us can sneak ahead, or one can scout ahead and see what we see.
I feel like it is mighty bold to think that the lot of us, are enough to overtake a drow city on our own.
Aye. But then again, it could just be an outpost. Single small tower, a few stories, held 100 men, and we killed 80 of them.
The Zan said that they got away with killing some of them, so
Aye.
So you all continuing up north?
Mhm.
Right.
Aye, this is
on
where our
lookout
missions.
on the lookout for caves.
Build the next hex.
As we pass some of the big mushrooms, Thrum's going to inspect them and see if it looks like any of them could be like hollow tree type things.
I will let you know that is extraordinarily unlikely because of how mushrooms grow. The reasons why hollow trees happen is because they have a hard armored shell. These things are soft and squishy on the outside.
Okay.
If you cut a hole, it would probably fall apart.
Yep. I mean, if it's a small hole, it wouldn't just because how big it is, but still.
Was
Enough to
that-
hide a yak might be a little
The
bit.
gate was petrified mushroom, so I didn't know if any of these have
Yeah, petrified mushroom stone.
gotten so big they've petrified into petrified trees. Or petrified mushroom.
Are there full-size petrified trees in real life?
You-
'Cause I've had petrified wood.
You definitely did a deep dive on mushrooms, didn't you?
Partially, yeah. Listen, these
Gotta go
questions-
shrooming, man.
Yeah, there aren't even really 100% petrified trees now that I Google it either. There's parts of petrified trees, but not like a full-on oak tree, 100% stone, top to bottom.
Just asking. It's a fantasy
and-
world.
Oh yeah, no, it's worth ask. Also about the deep dive on mushrooms, the whole structural integrity thing actually has more to do with the fact that I know a lot more about trees than how they form. Because where I was in California, there was a lot of lumberjacks, so naturally I had to go to all the lumber and mining museums. So
Also, I'm not
Yeah,
sure about
I've
your
never-
place, but the town I was from,
Mhm.
we had a lumber fair every year.
yeah, there might have been. I don't know. I mean, you and I are both Northern California people, so we
Mhm.
probably saw a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah. I when you start talking about stuff like that, I'm like, I feel your pain, buddy.
Yeah. I was from Reading originally, if you know where that is.
Yeah, I know. I was from Tuolumne, which was near Sonora.
Yeah. Let's say some more city names that they don't know.
Twain Hearts.
McLeod.
We don't have giant mushrooms. We don't have petrified wood.
What we could maybe do, if we can find big enough mushroom tops, we could honestly make a cover if all else fails.
That's definitely something you could do. Take some time, but you could do it.
Yeah. But I mean, if all else fails, if we want to go investigate, but we don't want to leave our yak exposed.
Yeah. So just let me know what you guys want to do if you keep pressing forward or if you try to set something up somewhere.
I'd say let's at least keep going until we see the tunnel, and then see what kind of tunnel it is.
All right. So another.
Oh, wait, did he say they have drow guards at the tunnel?
Yeah. Are you guys gonna take another day north?
Yep.
All right.
Just be on the lookout.
Give me a cave, baby.
All right. Nothing super eventful this day. Do you guys want to keep pushing?
Had all sorts of caves when we were getting attacked.
Two, to be fair. Two
This
in
would
like
be the last
100
day
miles.
that the yak is poisoned, at least, so she's
Yes.
back up to health.
Yeah, she's feeling better now.
All right, should we move at half speed and have a couple of scouts go ahead of us?
I'm not sure about anyone else, but I could probably sneak ahead of the thing, good like quarter mile, and keep a lookout.
Mhm.
I don't know, Ivy. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, she'd be down for that.
So
Alright.
I'll say that me and her are stealthing ahead of like a quarter of a mile for like the next day's journey. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bio really quick.
That won't slow down your guys' travel speed at all, I'll say.
with how fast rogues are, we could dash back if we need to
Yeah,
fulfill
exactly.
anything, and then like return back and stuff. So
All right, so another day.
just let me know if I should use a stealth check or anything.
Yeah, I'll let you know when the time comes.
I would say that's probably a good idea, just to keep doing it, and in general,
Mm-hmm.
because quarter mile isn't too far, and if we're decent enough stealth, and we could always run away if we have to.
By the way, Cope, I hope you've been counting on these days since you're the one keeping track of the food.
I haven't. What number are we on?
Oh boy. Okay.
So we were 5 when it was here.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 11th day today of the session.
I'm just got where I can type in what day we're on, because Gombo, I thought you were keeping track of days.
I am. I just don't keep track of. I keep track of the total days, not the number of days.
Yeah.
In this session.
I've got the total over here on the side, so if you just tell me the total, I've fixed my sheet so it can just track the total as well.
I should probably get like a spreadsheet or something for myself, but I just keep track of them out of curiosity. So
Are you on day 67 now?
I think that's where we're at. Let me see.
Because I had 61 when we were 5 days in, so if we've added 6 days, that'd be 67.
I have 71, so maybe my count is wrong.
But that's because we didn't move. That's because we spent days.
Oh yeah. That you did spend like a week. So yeah, that's why I say don't trust my count, because I've been counting. I just wanted to be able to say, like, when you guys reach Dammerhall, I'd be like 3 months, 18 months in or whatever. You're not going to reach there in 3 months. No way, no how. So yeah, if you guys look, the name kind of covers it up, but the cavern wall kind of switches back down south here. So you can either keep following it, or you can keep pressing north.
We know it loops back, but
It would help. I know it might help to just see if we can find a cave again. So
No.
Keep following the cavern?
yeah.
All right. I'm revealing 2 hexes, because it's another one of those little things.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's fair to bust you guys for that little nick.
Mhm.
So
Especially since we're a quarter mile out, we could see when the wall
yeah,
could be
exactly.
close. So we could just be like, hey, turn this direction now.
Because each of these hexes is roughly 12 miles, and if the majority of that is just solid rock you're not going through, why do you spend an entire day?
Mhm.
I mean, there's always rounding going into this entire travel thing, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At this point, I feel we are probably getting pretty close to the way to the Drow stronghold. Are we sure we want to push our luck by checking them out, or do we want to skirt past?
Well, it depends on if we can skirt past.
It might be worth trying to at least see what their strength at the gate, at the mouth of the cave is, if we really want to.
I think sneaking up and seeing what's at the mouth of the cave will tell us everything we need to know. If we've got 2 lazy drow, then let's go kill them. If we've got a wall with a gate and catapults, then...
I do not suspect we'll have a means of sneaking up with Eske here.
Do we want to camp here and a few of us can scout ahead stealthily and before we proceed ahead?
I suspect
that's
we
what
could get another
could
day of
do,
travel.
wouldn't
It would
When I
take a couple
click
days,
enter-
probably.
When I click enter, it types 6 into the chat.
I just noticed that, yeah. That might be a keyboard thing.
Yeah, it probably is. Let me see. I'll go to Google and see. Yep, that's a 6. It's definitely
Yeah, it's not doing it to. It's not doing it to me.
Yeah.
Your keyboard's fucking up like crazy.
Huzzah! Roll20 isn't the one that screwed up for
Eh,
once. So what's the plan? Are you gonna split the party and press forward? Like when I say press forward, I mean like more than just within the same hex.
Yeah.
I mean like a
Yeah.
whole other hex.
I think we're going to travel together for another day or two.
Mhm.
And just
Yeah.
kind of wait till
I
we're
think we still have
on the map.
a little
I
bit to
thought
go.
we had them scouting ahead now.
Yeah, like
they-
a quarter of a mile, but
they
like nothing
are-
we can't retreat
yeah,
to, you guys.
not like a day apart is the
Mhm.
thing.
No, and I don't think we need to at this
Like,
point.
we're
Until
still
we know...
technically in the same hexes when we're traveling together.
Yeah.
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 So, do we have any actual plan for what happens if Eski dies?
No.
Cool.
We might have to use your steel defender.
Oh, that reminds me. Let's see. Nolgrim, roll me a 1d20.
And Nolgrim dies.
Nope, Joe. This is fine. Okay. Never mind then.
No. That was a letdown.
It's a-okay. So you guys gonna keep following the cavern wall for another day?
Yeah.
Right?
With the scouts still going ahead.
At least get some kind of notice if we see the encampment. We can run back and warn them to slow down or stop.
I guess from your map there, Nolgrim, we've either got 1 more day or 2 more days, and we're going to hit the mouth of the cave, so...
The yak's strength.
I would say we have 1 more
18.
day. Given
It's also got a trait called Beast of Burden, which means it has double the carrying capacity. Yeah, your steel defender can't do it.
Oh yeah, I knew my steel defender wouldn't be able to do it. I'm just trying to think about, like, would we be able to hunt for something that we could train?
Oh, Nolgrim, give me another 1d20. Okay, the scorpion eggs hatched.
Thank God.
You can,
they hatch critically.
yeah.
Critical
They
hatch.
all hatched is what it is, rather than just a couple of them.
Mm.
So you hear lots of like a little clawing and scraping at the wood box you put them in.
So, like, scorpion hormone we can give these fuckers. Make them grow fast.
I mean, they are like the size of like tiny Shih Tzus.
Yeah. They're
What do we
giant
feed it?
scorpions.
Do we feed it more of? I mean, what type of meat do we have? Looks at the scorpion meat like that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Honestly, we should keep the healthiest looking one. Probably get rid of the rest, or otherwise we're gonna have trouble feeding them after a while.
So Thrum does have this ability to immediately try and commune with them.
Recognize you as a kindred spirit.
communicate simple ideas.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah, you're getting the strong impression that they are newborns and very hungry, and they will start snapping at anything that gets their fingers close.
Yeah. And so he's going to spank them when they bite his hand and feed them the normal food that's raw and not hit them when they eat the right food.
I imagine all 5 of them are going to take, like, what, a portion?
Yeah, 1 ration portion.
For now. We'll have to worry about it later.
Yeah, it's going to get...
But when they're big enough, we can just kill the rest of them and then feed them to the strongest one. They're fucking insects. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't think the same.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we can keep them all alive and it's convenient for us, we should let them grow because then that's more meat to feed the strongest one.
The question is, how are we going to deal with their poison? Is there a way we can, like, drain that shit?
Don't get stung.
Now he's got to start teaching them. Can he start training them not to sting us?
Training them will take some dedicated time that you can't do on the move. Like right now, you can feed them and take care of them and establish like a little bit of trust, which is very little because they are insects.
Yeah.
Two-way street there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they're very small, so their stings don't hurt as bad as it will in the future.
Yeah, because I'm not 100% certain if scorpions are like snakes, where it's the young ones that are worse. Probably not because their glands probably haven't developed. Because I know baby snakes, if you get bit by a baby one, that's so much worse than an adult because they don't know how to
control that shit.
Yeah, they can't control it, so they just dump all their venom into you.
Well, I was actually reading about cooking scorpions earlier today because I noticed that in the replay, Richard, you said, yeah, scorpions aren't really that bad. We were talking about eating them. Have you eaten them?
I've had like a candied one.
Okay. And apparently the bigger they are, the worse the poison. So the small ones, they don't even take the stingers off of them or the venom gland that's right behind the stinger.
Then you're fine then.
That's also a thing.
Imagining fan art of Thrum spanking a scorpion now.
It's also a thing of if it's got large pincers, it tends to have weak venom, and if it's got small pincers, it's got very strong venom.
Honestly, it might be worth taking the time to train them.
Yeah. But for right now, let's keep them in a box and deal with this.
You can stay here and start training while the group advances and scouts out the Drow fortress.
Aye.
Yeah, whoever's the sneakiest of the bunch can accompany me and Ivy.
I'd really say just the two of you. This isn't a confrontation. I'd say just scouting for information. So the fewer, the better.
Yeah, if they see you fucking run.
Well, in that case, does anyone have a potion of healing they can give to Ivy in case? Because I have one, and I'd like to have a backup in case one of us goes down, just in case.
I can. Well, no, I can't give her a poultice, but I can give her. I'm checking my inventory. I think you gave me one.
Yeah, you had one, but I wasn't sure if you'd use it or not.
Someone used a healing potion during the Battle of Fastervold.
Nolgrim used his.
Okay, then I've still got mine.
So if you don't mind, like giving it to Ivy for now, and we can return it when we come back.
Yep.
Because I feel like we're going to be in the more danger than the two of you.
All right, so
I'm gonna grab 8 days worth of like food just in case and put it in my bag.
Okay, so Ivy and Fergus are jumping ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will bring back the little.
Got
token.
a little status effect for which one is somewhat.
Yeah, I added that. I thought that was a.
Yeah, that was a neat little idea.
All right, so I will reveal the next day. Just be keeping track of food, everybody. I assume you're still following the cave wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did that on the GM layer. You guys can see that reveal, or can you not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend not putting on the tokens for the rest of the party and just assuming.
I just want to see what it looked like. With
It gets ridiculous.
When you get a lot of them, it gets really small.
It will be really nice when we eventually start doing mass combat because you can be in individual like battalions, and it's really easy with these tokens now to be like, nope, I'm on this one. You can see my face.
Nice.
So yeah, let me do this. Okay, cool. Yeah, so far still nothing on either account. To get a level of, they're not going to be completely domesticated per se, but to be like at least reasonably safe with them, like they're not going to stab and eat us in our sleep, you're going to take about 7 days of training, Nolgrim, and then you can do a test. It'll be an easier test, but
Okay.
not Nolgrim. I keep saying Nolgrim.
I was gonna say.
It's all right, Thrum. But I
saw.
assume
Someone
I've
could
got
assist
Taskill
him at
helping
least.
me right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Taskill keeps healing me every time I get stung.
Yeah.
He has a really high animal handling, so maybe we can get advantage out of it.
Yeah,
Quick.
that's totally fair. You can do an
Work
assist.
together.
Yep.
I was gonna say while we're traveling, each night we would rest for this travel. I'm gonna like find a big mushroom cap to kind of knock down and like cover where we're sleeping and do the alarm spell like usual.
Mhm.
That way we're just not exposed.
So should I roll in animal handling or?
End of 7 days. We're currently day 1 of the 7-day training.
Mhm.
Most downtime actions handle a spans of weeks, just to make it easier.
Mm.
Which training animals in 7 days is still pretty quick. So,
Mm.
all right. So, everyone fit for next day.
Mhm.
Ivy and Fergus keep scouting ahead, following the covered wall. Oh man, now you guys aren't getting the 20s for random encounters. Because I'm rolling twice, because there's 2 different parties.
We did say that Thrum is taking the time to train the scorpions while we're not doing anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's explicitly what he's doing.
Thrum and Taskill are, and if Freya and Nolgrim want to forage around us.
I mean, this is also a good time if you want to get proficiency in any kind of tools.
Mhm.
If you want to start working towards that, if we have them.
Oh, yeah. Nolgrim
yeah,
would
stone
like to
cutting.
try gem cutting tools.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me quickly look this up.
Okay.
Freya's got the tools she made for you.
They did specifically say how long it takes to learn how to use tools.
Tool proficiency, I thought, usually takes 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, learn new languages or set of tools. Let's see. Well, dwarves can, one of their starting abilities is they could learn how to use jewel tools, right?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. I
I
selected
will
Mason's
consider
tools
that
then.
natural aptitude, so you don't have to have a teacher.
Okay.
It says 250 days, but I remember hearing another number somewhere.
250 days, Jesus, no
Yeah,
one would
that
ever heard it
that
way.
doesn't sound right. Let me hold on. I got my GM book over here. Let me flip through it. Let's put a pin in that.
Then again, if it's like a thing for
Each
like
tool
all,
requires at least 2 weeks to master, I
Uh,
think.
let me just double check that. Between adventures.
I was gonna say, if we're talking about mastering a tool set, I mean, it's a long time, but 250 days.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Let's see, downtime activities. Yeah, I'll just say 2 weeks for now because I need to go check my Mordenkainen's Xanathar's Guide to Everything because they have
Okay.
that. But 2 weeks does sound right. I am waiving the gold cost because that sounds like it's pay for the trainer.
Mm.
Also, where the frick would the gold go?
Right.
All right. So, also, I do allow stuff like that to be done collectively. So even if you don't get all the time, you can pick up where you left off.
Okay.
So just keep track.
All right. So 2 days of
Um,
training so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say just let's count the training days and then you can figure it out afterward.
Takes at least 10 work weeks. Who's the character's intelligence modifier?
Oh, that makes sense. So if you've
Yeah.
got a 5, then it's gonna be only 2 weeks.
So, Nolgrim's intelligence modifier is +4, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay, so it'll take you about 6 work weeks. It'll take you about 6 weeks.
Okay.
I mean, it's still better than 250 days.
Yeah, I know for languages, I was going to have a thing where I was going to break it into 3s, where it's like the first, when you get the first third of it done, you can read it, but you can't speak or understand it. Then after the second week, you can read, write, and hear it, but you can't speak it. And then final one's all mastery. Because that's just a little bit of realism from me trying to learn another language. Like, I can't speak French very well, but I can read it now, which is weird. So,
No, that's the way I have learned too. Like I can almost fully read like a Spanish novel, but if you put me in front of someone and have me try and speak to them,
panic.
I'm so slow.
Yeah. Anywho, so Ivy and Fergus still pressing on?
Yeah, at least one more day.
Okay.
Oh, I can see the outlines of the possible tunnel.
Crazy that you can see that, but yeah.
I'm just saying because the way the wall
Y'all
curves.
better start stealthing.
Oh yeah.
That's why I mean, like, I
but
can
yeah,
kind of see it.
There's nothing this day.
Okay.
Do you want to keep pressing forward?
Well, I imagine if we're scouting this entire hex, or at least close to it, I would see how the wall curves.
I mean,
at
it's
least.
curving inwards, but it also curved inwards over here, and that was Bubkiss.
That's true, but as a side of precaution, and since I only have 8 days of ration, I am going to make my way back down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go this way to this empty one.
Okay.
And make my way down to this one, and then back.
All right.
And that will be a total of 6 days worth of time.
Because, I mean, it's easy to say you see something from the top down, but on the ground, one...
I was mostly just looking for a marker to, like, hey, I scouted up this far. This seems like a probable idea that it could result in certain death.
All right, that was 2 days. I forgot the mark. All right, and now... Oop. Oh, man. All right, and then just going to keep heading back.
Yep, south. Might as well unlock some other tiles while we're traveling.
Mm-hmm. That's another day. Roll for randos. And yeah, you, at the end of your next day back, you manage to get together with the party.
And we still have 1 day before the training's done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can always forage or something.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But I would relay the information I found of the exploration that we did and how the wall started to curve northward. And I took that as a sign I probably should return in case I got into some trouble. But at least we have at minimum 3 days before we have to worry about getting into any kind of tunnel system.
Looking at our supplies we have left, we've got about 174 pounds, which is just about 11 days worth of rations.
Okay.
12 if we push it. Of course, we can go short on our rations. Maybe it'd be wise for us to move at half pace as we go up and do a bit of foraging, maybe a bit of hunting, see if we can find another giant scorpion to give us another 500 pounds of meat.
If we are running low, do we not want to start making our way back to our Scorpion base and resupply?
I'm afraid we wouldn't make it, mate.
Yeah, that's quite a few days out.
That's a long-ass way away.
Either way, we're going to be looking for food.
Yeah, this next day I was going to say...
What I'm saying is we have 10 days of food right now.
It's 14, but yeah.
So let's
Still.
pause here for a second. We do have the cave of those two creatures we killed. We could try to establish another base there.
That was a 50-foot sheer wall, though. I mean, we could take the time to carve around handholds, but...
If we start walking down there, we'd have...
Of course, that was also, right about there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away, if we cut in.
Gosh, we moved this fast.
Yeah. Well, either way, we're going to be here for another day.
7.
I'm going to scout around and see if I can find a bigger beast to maybe get some food if somebody wants to accompany.
I'll go with.
So,
I mean, if we cut through here, maybe? We
so
can
maybe
use our steps.
Nolgrim, Ivy, and I go hunting for something.
Sure.
while over this next day?
Whoever wants to of that party can roll me survival, and we can say the other ones are assisting.
I have a +3. What does Nolgrim have for survival?
Just a +1.
I guess it'll be me then.
So you get advantage. You can also look at Ivy's sheet. Oh, but you got a nice high one.
Should take
20.
Freya and the beast too.
I have a +2 to survival.
Yeah. Either way, we had advantage and got 22. So whoever wants to come, I know at least Taskill and Thrum won't come because they're training the scorpions. Trying to find a decent sized beast that we can get a good amount of food from.
Yeah, so it's Ivy, Fergus,
Nolgrim.
Nolgrim. Who else is coming?
Freya and her dog.
I leave that up to Michael.
Yeah, I bring the Bloodhound.
Okay.
That's what
Nice.
you-
There's the new name.
Yeah, it's Baracus.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Fergus is as we're going, what if we named it Baracus?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Let me do. So, you're creeping through the luminescent fungaloid underbrush. And Fergus, you hear something as you're trying to like find tracks. It kind of sounds like a snorting sound.
Okay. Keeping my eyes peeled for any kind of movement in the ground or in the air.
Fungus pig.
All of you can, since I imagine you're going to try to get a jump on something, you can roll me a stealth. I believe everyone should have access to Ivy's sheet, so you can roll for her at advantage as well.
Oh boy.
It's a mushroom.
Just a regular stealth?
Just regular stealth, yeah.
Ivy has advantage, I believe, right?
Yeah, because stealth.
That's an I'm about half as stealthy as Fergus right now.
By the way, something I found out you can do that I really like. If you put an advantage toggle, you don't have to have it pop up. You can just click it on the top of your sheet.
Yeah, I
from
know.
Normal, advantage, and disadvantage. I found that out yesterday.
I found that out when I was doing NPC sheets, and it's so nice.
Yeah. It's especially nice for the NPC sheets.
Okay, let me see here. Ooh. All right. Okay. You all pass. It's passive perception. As you guys kind of creep, and there's a small clearing, you guys see a boar, but not just any boar. It is the largest boar that you have ever seen. I'll pull you guys onto this map, and I will show you.
We're about to bag us something that's probably going to eat us.
Mm-hmm.
I can stand back.
Well, either way, you won't be hungry.
I can stand back and cast Fairy Fire on it to give you guys advantage.
So you see this giant boar. It's kind of a grayish brown. Its eyes are red like that, and it has got an array of 6 tusks. And you see how huge it is. It's bigger than Esky. It fills up that entire space.
I'm going to use the knowledge of nature on this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dire boar.
All right. This is a very rare breed of cave boar. One of the few kind of like mammals of this variety you have ever heard of down here. In fact, you're pretty sure you've heard a lot of stories about them going extinct most places in the Underdark due to overhunting. This has had a strange impact on the cave boars in the fact that now they are the most absolute pissed off creatures that ever exist. If Fury was to be let me put it this way. In the planes of the multiverse, there are the elemental planes of fire, water, air, and earth. And
Element of rage.
Yeah, if there was an element of fury, it would be one of these boars.
Nolgrim would kind of look over, point to him, and say, kind of like shrug his hands, like, "I don't know if this is a good idea."
Tap stomach like I'm hungry.
Go for it, guys. I'm here to cast Fairy Fire.
Backs away.
I'm just gonna look at the group and just do that thumbs up, thumbs down. What are we doing?
I cast Fairy Fire on it.
Ah, fuck.
Okay.
Well, damn it. I was gonna say, can I get to some cover before that happens? Because
Too late.
yeah,
I'll say it has disadvantage on its dexterity saving throw, because that makes sense. It gets a natural 1.
a 1 and a 2.
So it is marked, but it is now aware. And
It's
now
not a dexterous-
Advantage either way.
Now, from that knowledge roll, do I get the impression it has blind sense? Tremor sense?
You get the impression it has dark vision.
Okay, but nothing that would hinder my blur spell.
Yeah, no, it actually uses its eyes. Unlike
Okay.
the thing.
That being said, does that count as a surprise round?
Yeah, but no one else gets to do anything because they were discussing when you fired it off. So
What? Steel Defender?
okay, yeah, you can shut your steel defender to charge.
I was gonna say, she's the only one aware of this is happening.
Yep. It's gonna go right on in there.
Go, Defender, go.
Force Empowered Rend.
We all need Steel Defenders to assemble it like Voltron, and then we can really win this game.
No, that's my end game character.
All right, hit me with the attack roll.
I rolled it. There we go.
That'll get it.
Although would Fergus and Ivy still be concealed?
It doesn't matter anyway because Fairy Fire's up, so advantage,
Ah.
and we get sneak attack regardless now.
Gotcha.
Okay, 6 force.
Yep, it takes that damage and just kind of shrugs it off.
Go on, guys.
It's Ivy's turn.
I imagine she's gonna shoot at it then because I don't think she wants to get close.
Mhm.
Is it gonna roll? There it goes.
That'll hit.
And I imagine she's gonna move away from it.
Mhm.
I'll even say she bonus action hides to try to avoid its gaze. Gaze.
Yep.
Just ham.
So that's how much? That's 15 damage total.
Yes.
All right. And now it's the cave boar's turn.
Gulp.
Yep. Let's see.
One hit steel defender. Time to run.
Probably he can see Nolgrim because you're probably not super hidey right now, are you?
We were all stealthed.
Yeah.
You had gotten like a 10, so unless he's
Let me-
actively looking for you.
Let me give a another perception to it.
Yeah, I
Not
would say
super-
no one's out of stealth except for Freya and the Steel Defender.
Okay. So it doesn't see anyone except for Freya. So it will charge Freya
Through the steel defender?
through
Yeah.
the steel defender.
Ooh.
Can it charge through the Steel Defender?
It can.
Is that
Overrun.
like a special rule?
Yeah, it's got a charge ability.
Okay.
Steel
Would
defender
I get an
does-
attack of opportunity as it goes by?
Yep, because it doesn't know you're there. And
Well-
so does the steel defender.
Because isn't attack of opportunity based on leaving threatened square?
Oh,
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
yep. Nope. So Fergus wouldn't, but the steel defender would.
Okay. Steel Defender.
I'm still getting used to that rule.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Oops.
Ha.
So here's its tusk attack against Freya. Oof, that's a whiff.
Swing and a miss.
You're so lucky that missed, man. It gets extra damage when it charges.
I do have bonus armor as well because that's what I put my infusion on the last game.
All right, Fergus.
Well, it doesn't see me, I hope, but either way, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage
Mm-hmm.
and get over here and shoot a shot.
Okay. That'll hit.
For 15.
Yeah, that's just a damn mean hit.
Yeah, sneak attack at this level is nasty.
Mm-hmm. Freya.
Okay, Steel Defender charging back in this way. Freya's going to move there, and they're both going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Freya with her axe, Steel Defender with his rend. So Freya attack first. Battle axe +1 at advantage.
Fucking +1 weapon.
Yeah, I think 23 hits.
Yep, that'll hit. So that's 5 damage.
For some reason it does it with it does advantage with the damage too.
You don't have like a great weapon feat or any trait, do you?
No. But it was
Yeah,
5 on both, but you just take the first damage.
Yeah.
It's just because I rolled on advantage with it.
Okay. And now you're a Steel Defender.
And the Steel Defender is going into attack once more with advantage. 22
That'll hit.
for 10.
All right.
I'm not two-handing the battle axe. Okay, that's
Nolgrim.
fine.
Nolgrim's going to cast Blur on himself.
Okay.
And that's my action. Probably just stay there for now. Still.
Okay.
You guys don't get in here quick. You're not getting any of the meat.
All right.
Hey, I'm doing
Exactly.
my
Give us
part.
time to prep.
By the way, if Kenneth or Cope, you want to handle Ivy since you're not in this fight, feel free. I was just
It's a
doing it because
pig.
Ivy.
Kind of going down the list of Pathfinder conditions and looking for icons for them.
okay. So I'll go ahead and have her shoot again
Mm-hmm. That will hit.
for 11 points of damage, and I assume she wants to stay away from this thing. So
Yeah. All right.
I like this as cave boat.
actually, you know what? Bonus action, she's gonna
Oh,
dash. Too.
I put that in wrong. That's on me.
Come on,
Wait,
you
cave boat.
stinky boar. You stinky fucking pig.
All right. So its turn. As a free action, it is going to use its second wind.
Oh shit! It's got class levels.
We're fucked.
I never even knew a pig could have class.
It heals 10.
Oh man. Hopefully it doesn't have action surge.
I'm
Right.
guessing that's actually just
Victor's
Die Hard,
the
but for
dog.
5th edition because Boris had Die Hard in 3rd.
And then it will reckless attack to gain advantage against Freya.
The god has barbarian levels too.
Where do you think they got
22,
their inspiration?
2 hits.
8 slashing damage.
All right.
I'll let you know if that charge had hit, it would have done an additional 2d6 to that damage.
And then you have to do a concentration check.
Yep, to maintain the fairy fire.
Good news is you only have to get 10.
Oh, God.
Oh wow.
Oh god, she's dead.
There was another keyboard thing. Oh, it's because it had 6 at the end. Okay.
Okay, here, let me do this for you. You were at 20 before, correct?
Yeah, 20.
20 minus 8, so then you'll be at
Not
20.
158.
That's an interesting fucking keyboard glitch, man.
So give me a
Constitution's roll, isn't it, or a save? I can't remember.
it's a Constitution roll, not a save.
Constitution. Normal roll. 10.
Just made it.
Just made it. So you just
Deep fairy fire on this fucker.
Fergus.
I am going to shoot at it with my bow
That'll hit.
for another 10 damage.
10 damage. Still standing.
I'm going to stay here.
Freya.
Another wombo combo. Battle axe first at advantage.
That'll hit.
21. 5.
5 damage. All right. So you swing your axe at this thing's head and it embeds itself into its eye and you see it stagger, but then it rallies and it's still up.
Then the steel defender goes.
It should have killed it, but it did not.
Oh, I had that orc ferocity.
It has relentless where if an attack does 10 damage or less, it reduces it to 0. It's at 1 instead. That will hit.
4.
4. And that's just enough to kill it.
Okay, Nolgrim doesn't get any of this meat.
Nolgrim will shrug. Better do
I mean, I'm pretty sure we need him to carry it, so
Damn
we're
it.
all going to have to drag this thing back. Although the question is, could we actually, between all of us, carry it back, dragging it back, or would we have to cut it up and haul what we can?
How strong is the Steel Defender?
Steel defender strength is 14.
Yeah, so what you have to do is you have to lift it up off the ground and put it on top of the Steel Defender, and you all carry its legs and snout with the Steel Defender underneath it, and you can carry the entire thing back. If you all work cooperatively, except for Ivy, because she is both too short and too weak.
She just puts a finger on it from behind. I'm helping, guys.
Mm-hmm. Lessons
She'll hold
Gombo
its
has
tail.
learned this session is that you guys are very beastly, so don't be afraid. Though to be fair, that advantage helped immensely.
Yeah, Fairy Fire is a great spell.
Yeah.
It's one of the the highest scaling first level spells. It's one of those ones you never want to get rid of.
Because that was not an ordinary giant boar from the monster manual. It was beefed up.
And we killed it. To be fair, it would have been a lot slower if it hadn't charged right into me.
Mm-hmm. It was just trying to maul the shit out of you. It was furious.
But because it did that opened up for both Freya and the Steel Defender to both attack at the same time. And now that I think about it, I probably should have tried to deflect that damage, but I keep forgetting that.
Yep.
So we come bearing gifts to the scorpions and the ones training them.
Yeah, they just bring back a giant boar that's dead.
Well, I see the hunt went well.
Very nice.
Didn't even know these things were down here. There might not be any more left, apparently, from what Nolgrim said.
I'm glad
Yeah, I say the
you
hunt was
last
pretty good.
I haven't had any good roasted boar in a long time.
Time for a luau.
Don't.
I think that's probably where that's it for the session.
Yeah,
Ends
that's
up
probably
a
a good pace to break it.